to address it. So vibe with me. I feel like they've just awoken the beast. If I'm right, no more numbers asleep. Beats will snare to the beats. Hearts are marching the streets. Cars stored in the fleets. Nothing hard but the seats. How are we to succeed? We aren't allowed to breathe. Drowning without a cease. Seeing flesh compounded on peeps. We weaves increase to a cease. Many me's becoming extinct. Mother's birth ends as a leash. Fathers unravel the breach. We go through this without a choice. No King Malcolm's to spark our voice. They exclude to make fires moist. Only truth I'll exploit. In hopes I said something that's worth the quote. Lights finally come on. Your mind's running off of a boat. Look. Let's be more outspoken. A passion that starts open. Now I know that most of your palms closing, but please spread a wing and signal righteous motion. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, but hope I can live for the fight. Live for the fight. I just wanna make things better. To the point things couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't return to life. Now I know that's easier said than done, ain't it? Such a beautiful people, they can't but burn hatred. I know it said the grass is greener on the other side, but even at such a height, you're only such a size. Tell me, would you tell a cat it ain't a cat king? Because it's got a patch and it ain't one color scheme. I tell a dog it can't go around wagging its tail, cause it ain't long enough, I have a fluffy curl. Those analogies for reality. Simple patterns when using human morality. I'm not trying to argue any ideology. I'm just speaking on the ideas we all can see. Yo, I believe in a better tomorrow. As sure as the moon leaves and the sun follows. Sure, the gravity on this earth is borrowed, and the weight we bear have been more than a carload. But y'all know a helping hand is impartial. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, but hope I can live for the fight. Live for the fight. I just wanna make things better. To the point things couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't return to life. Okay. Tell me something, yo. When did it become okay to let a change fade away? When did it become okay to let a change fade away? To let a change fade away, a change fade away, to let a change fade away, to let a change fade away. So put your hands in the sky.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Blerd Lines. I'm your host, Admin Doom. Today, my co-host, Admin Negro Lantern, is not here today. He is stuck in some other part of Texas that I don't want to mention, but he's very sad that he couldn't be here today. Today, I have a very special friend who's one of my oldest friends from like high school, I want to say. That's how long it's been. I don't remember how long it's been. From high school, you want to give a quick intro?
Hi, my name is Jansen. I am currently, filling in with, for his friend and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to talk to the mic, bro.
Oh, I got to talk to the mic. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just filling in, you know what I'm saying? Because, I have the knowledge of, comic books and stuff. I'm a fellow nerd myself. So I like to put in my 2 cents of every little thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, quick disclosure. We do get a little not safe for work or children, I would say.
Yeah.
I forget how my co-host puts it, but that's how I'm going to put it. Not safe for work nor children. So if you have small children in the room and you don't want them to hear certain words...
Certain.
This might not be for them. If you're at work and you don't want your boss hearing certain words, you might want to tune out for a little bit until you can put some headphones in or something. So as always, please show your support by clicking the like, share, or subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, become a part of Notification Gang. We're almost at the deadline that I set for myself as far as likes go before I start digging into my own pockets and doing prizes. So if we can get to 200 likes on the 200 likes on the Nerds Unpacked page, which we're at about 150 now, something like that, whatever, something, then I'll start digging out of my own pockets and doing prizes and all of this fun stuff. Viewer prizes, prize for the most, whoever can get trivia questions right about the podcast, etc., etc. I didn't talk this over with my producer yet because, again, I was coming out of my own pockets with this one, so I didn't think he would have a problem with it. So if he gives me the okay about it, I'll do it still. Even if he doesn't give me the okay, I'm probably still gonna do it. But yeah. Let's see, we have Mike Blunts. He's came in. I don't think you can see who's all jumped in yet because you don't have the access. So
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
let's see, we got Mike Blunts. Joey the Bull came in. What's going on, bro? I miss you already, man. Like, yeah. But I'm gonna do this without you. Mike actually said, "What's up to you?"
Oh man, what's up, Mike? What's up?
Let's see. So Mike is another admin. In case you didn't know, he's another admin that we have. He just doesn't be on the show. He's just a shit talker. He's a Mega Man fan. So if you trash talk Mega Man, he'll probably be on your bumper.
I fucked with Mega Man.
Okay,
I fucked with him.
So today's episode, we are going with villains, and if you saw the tag, who is the best at being the worst? Did you come up with that, or did you hear that from somewhere? That is a really cool tag, by the way. Who's the best at being the worst? I don't know why that's been sticking with me like this entire week.
Yeah.
Yo, so, my boy Ricky Jackson just came in. I was waiting on him to comment. What's going on, Ricky? I know Emily's watching. I know Isaiah's watching. My little Colleen family out there, bro. I miss you, bro. When you come back, we got to go get ramen. Ramen on me.
Oh, you're ramen.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff right there, bro.
Yeah, man. Malik, am I still Blade? Yes, I am still going as Admin Blade. I am not going back to Admin Doom. It is going to take a lot for me to go back to Admin Doom.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
So, so like I said, the best at being the worst. Who's the best at being the worst? So, I'm gonna get your take on things. Like, who do you consider like the greatest villain? Like, whether it be comics, cinematic, animation. Who do you consider the best villain of all time?
I like Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
All right, he's always been my favorite. Yeah, I fucks with Dr. Doom,
My
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's like that it factor villain.
Right.
Know? He wants to take over the world. You know, he doesn't want money or anything. He just wants to just take over the world and rule it and want people to bow down to him. You know, so he's that it type of villain. I fucks with him.
Yeah. It's nice. He doesn't want the money. He doesn't want the fame. He wants to do it because he wants to do it.
Exactly.
Like, and he knows that he can do it better than anybody else.
Exactly, man.
That's exactly why he's my favorite villain of all time.
Yeah, I fucks with him, man. He's always been my favorite since I was a kid. So, reading the Fantastic Four comics and playing the games and all that, man. He just wows my mind, bro. Like, for real.
So. I'm sorry, Mino, but we're gonna have to go off script right now. I know this isn't on the script, but I want to talk about this whole Sony and Disney thing.
Oh God! Oh my God! I found that out earlier today.
So,
oh God!
Let's get your thoughts on it real quick. So, who do you think is the villain in the Sony and Disney deal gone bad?
I say Sony, man.
You say Sony?
Yeah, fuck Sony.
Yeah.
Fuck Sony, bro.
They see something good and they just want to take it away.
Really, and it's just the fact that if they're not giving enough money to their company, they have to, we got to pull it back or whatever because, you're not giving us enough money. Oh, yeah.
Well, I just read it. I think Sony actually wanted 50-50.
Yeah.
Sony still wanted 50-50, which I think is stupid because you're not making the movies.
Yeah. They're not making the movies, you know what I'm saying? Marvel is,
You don't have a hand in this. All your name's on it. Yeah, but you didn't send any of your producers. You didn't send any of your animators, any of your actors over to us. Like, we did this. This is us. We just let y'all put your name on it. Like, it's like that group project in school.
Like, oh yeah, who put their name? Yeah.
That one person that didn't do the project that wants all the credit for it.
Yeah.
That's Sony right now.
Exactly.
They didn't do a single fucking movie.
They only made 3 crappy Spider-Man movies, and that was
5 crappy Spider-Man.
Well,
4 crappy Spider-Man movies. I can't say Spider-Man 2 is crappy.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is pretty good.
4 crappy Spider-Man movies.
It had Dr. Octopus in there.
Doc Ock was fucking phenomenal.
Fucking awesome, bro.
Man, okay, so my boy Mike said Doom versus Blade. I will never side against Dr. Doom, but the reason why I changed my name to Admin Blade is because just like Blade started this whole comic book wave of movies, I started this whole wave of podcasts between the Versus community, and people don't want to give me my credit, just like they don't want to give Blade his credit. So I feel that the name change was appropriate, even though, some people acknowledge it, some people don't want to acknowledge it, but you can't deny that I started this. I'm just saying. He also said, chill, Sony makes PlayStation. I don't hate Sony from a gaming perspective because I don't give a fuck what they do. I'm not letting go of my PlayStation.
Yeah, I love my PlayStation, bro.
Sony could come out and fully endorse Trump's next campaign and I will still be on PlayStation 4.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not parting with my PlayStation.
You're going to see me playing God of War.
So I just hate that they're trying to take 50-50 of the money when they're not doing any of the work.
Exactly.
You can't negotiate a deal when you're not the one doing the work.
No, for real, man.
And I don't know how much Marvel's trying to give them, but I'm pretty sure Marvel's trying to give. I'm gonna just say in a ballpark, and tell me if I'm being unfair. I really sound like Joe Budden right now.
Exactly.
Tell me if I'm being unfair about this, but I would say 30-70. Would that be unfair? 70 being Disney because they're doing all the work. I would say 30-70 would be fair. Like you're getting free money.
Exactly.
You're not sending any of your producers. You're not sending any of your actors, any of your animators. You're not distributing the movie. It's strictly us. We just let you put your name on it so we can make the movie. All you have to do is shut the fuck up and collect the money.
Exactly. Let them make the movies, motherfucker.
What's so hard about that? Like it's not like you didn't have 5 tries to break $1 billion and we only did it in 2. You know, it's not like y'all haven't had, 2 different Spider-Man actors. Let's see how many countless fucking villains, and we got our first Spider-Man villain right the first fucking time.
Exactly.
Like, come on, no, you can't be mad at Marvel because Marvel is beating you at what you set out to do. Mm-hmm. Granted, I'll give Sony this. They have a complaint because Disney has the bigger platform, of course. But Sony was never going to reach $1 billion. No matter what they did. Sony could have done the Sinister Six in Spider-Man 4, which is what they planned on doing.
Exactly.
And
right,
it wouldn't have crossed $1 billion.
So
the second fucking Spider-Man movie that Disney puts out breaks $1 billion, and now Sony's all butthurt and wants to pull their product because they want 50-50 because they saw that shit broke $1 billion, and they knew the next Spider-Man solo film was gonna break $1 billion also. And Disney was like, okay, cool. Disney held up their end of the bargain. No, it's time to renegotiate. And you want 50-50? No, man. No. Not on my watch.
No.
So just know that if the MCU goes downhill, it's Sony's fault. And I had a whole list of villains lined up before this. And when I read this, coming to do the podcast, Sony skyrocketed to #1 on my villains list at this point. Anything to add? I fucking hate Sony right now.
I mean, it's like, all right, now I'm looking at the comments on Facebook, bro. It's like fucking insane. People are like, people are really saying the most stupidest shit. I see people putting Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield and getting screwed out of the 3rd Spider-Man movie and shit like that.
I feel like, Andrew's definitely getting screwed out of one more. And I'm telling you, man, had that third, they haven't released anything about it, but had that 3rd Spider-Man film been a Craven-driven film, which I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
Had that 3rd Spider-Man film been a Craven-driven film, that would have been amazing. Yo, bro. Craven's one of my favorite fucking characters of all time, by the way. They could have had Scott, and this is just me being the mind of a creator. Scott Adkins would play the perfect Craven. And if you don't know who Scott Adkins is, just look into Undisputed. He played in Ninja. He's done a lot of work, man.
He also played Deadpool.
He did the Deadpool.
Wolverine.
Yep,
yeah.
He did the Deadpool shit.
Yeah.
For Origins, he's done a lot of work. Scott Adkins could definitely play the perfect Craven.
For real. He could pull it off.
And that would have been so fucking cool, but we won't never see now because Sony want to be a dick.
Man, you know, fuck Sony, bro.
Fuck Sony, man. That's gonna be. Hey, can we start that? Can we start hashtag fuck Sony?
Yeah.
Can we start that?
Totally, bro. We
should
totally fucking do that.
Yeah, we starting hashtag fuck Sony. Can we get that pinned?
All right.
Let's see. All right, now that we've got Sony off our chest, I feel like I had to say that because it was eating at me really, really bad.
Yeah.
It was just eating at me. First things first. I forget how old you are, dude.
I'm 22.
You're 22, yeah, exactly. Because you were a freshman when I was you were a sophomore when I was a senior. No, I know you came at the end of my tenure at Carter.
Yeah.
So, 1900. I mean, 1990s. You remember those a little bit. 1990s, a little 1980s. So 19. Let's go. We're about 20 years into the 2000s. So let's go 1980s and 90s versus 2000s and the 2010s.
Yeah. Most definitely.
2 decades versus 2 decades. Which ones has the best villains? Do you think they have better villains back then, or you think they have them now?
To be honest with you, I would say the 2000s.
By the way, I'm pretty sure my math was off when I did that.
I'll say the 2000s. I mean, Blade had Deacon Frost.
Deacon Frost.
You know, the first Blade movie in 1998.
I honestly think Deacon Frost was a horrible villain.
Yeah,
I think he was cast horrible.
I mean,
Yeah.
He just looked badass, but he wasn't a good.
He wasn't a good villain.
He wasn't a good villain. I mean,
if you'd have said Nomak, that would have been cool.
Okay,
Some
Nomak
Blade
was.
2
Oh yeah, that was.
But
that was
Deacon
good.
Frost was 90s, so that's one thing.
True.
So Deacon Frost goes to the 90s if that was going to be your point.
I mean, shit. I mean, I'll stick with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you had like, of course, Spider-Man movies and, of course, other superhero movies as well,
Right.
like X-Men and all that. You know, X-Men. It's just one thing that I hated about X-Men. They didn't have that many good supervillains. They only had Magneto.
And that's it.
That was
Saw
it.
was horrible.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, Sabretooth was cool. From Origins. I didn't like X-Men 1, Sabretooth, long shaggy hair. Even though comic wise, like long hair Sabretooth is my favorite iteration of Sabretooth. But
Yeah.
I didn't like him in the first X-Men, but Lady Deathstrike was done poorly.
Oh no,
Stryker was done horrible. Yeah, Magneto was just the only good villain in the X-Men series, aside from Sabretooth.
True.
Shaw was bad. Apocalypse was horrible.
Oh my god. Oh fuck no. Apocalypse was so bad, bro.
I didn't even put myself through the torture of watching Dark Phoenix, so
Oh my god, I didn't even want to watch that.
I definitely didn't want to watch Dark Phoenix.
They already fucked that up back in 2006.
So yeah, I would give you that one. Pyro was cool.
Yeah, Pyro was good.
Pyro was a cool villain. He wasn't as pyromaniac-y as he is in the comics, but he was cool.
He was alright, you know. He was alright.
Decent.
Yeah. You know, but
But he was still under Magneto, so
I mean, true. Shit. I mean,
it's the Magneto effect.
he's part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, you know.
But as far as everybody, yeah, I get what you're saying. X-Men didn't have any lasting villains outside of Magneto. What about as far as non-comic wise? The Hans Grubers or whatever from Die Hard, or the Freddys, the Jasons, the Michael Myers, the Chuckies.
Oh yeah, Chucky's my favorite. I fucks with Chucky, bro. I fucks with Chucky, man. I seen the new movie that came out recently with fucking Mark Hamill.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw pieces of it, but I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't like it?
He's not a spirit anymore. He's an AI.
He's an AI. Yeah.
Spoiler alert. He's not like the spirit or the embodiment of Charles Ray. He's a dickhead that decided to go in and reprogram a Chucky doll.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean,
I didn't like that.
I mean, because it's new age, so it's like the 21st century type. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get that.
Yeah,
but they practice voodoo in the 21st century.
Exactly. You know,
so they could have kept that.
They should have. They should have really went with that. I kind of like that.
It shouldn't have been a fucking computer.
But it should have been a fucking computer. It's like what is he, a fucking robot, bro? Let me just go ahead and just.
I feel like they tried to do Ultron again. I feel like they tried to do Ultron in Chucky form.
Exactly.
That's what I feel like happened.
Exactly.
And it failed.
I mean, dude, let me just turn into like a doll Ultron type of killer, bro, and just start fucking stabbing people, bro. Like, no. I like the old Chucky way better.
Yeah,
bro.
definitely fucking.
I like the
spirit
old
Chucky. I can't.
Yeah. I mean, I fucks with it.
I just cringe thinking about it. Like, I'm not. Oh, I just realized Disney made my villains list also because they gave me that shitty ass Lion King.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, they gave me that shitty ass live action Lion King. Disney's definitely on my villains list also. So don't think that I'm just excluding Disney from their horrible fuck up.
Exactly.
And this shit is recent.
I love Lion King.
I love Lion King, and they fucked it up.
They fucked up my childhood.
I know somebody's gonna hate me for saying that, but Lion King was not a good movie.
It's not, bro.
I walked out the first time and I had to be forced to sit through the second time.
To be honest with you, I didn't. Beyonce, the
Beyonce's never been a good actress.
I mean, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That was just too much. She was kind of overtaking Childish Gambino. Bro. Like I think she was over singing him. With that high pitched singing.
She's Beyonce. She's gonna try to outperform. That's her though. Like she's gonna want to outperform anybody she works with.
Yeah, true.
Oh, so by the way, before we get too deep into it, we have a poll going on. Who do you think is to blame for the Disney Sony disagreement? It's pinned, so if you want to go vote, I'm putting all the blame on Sony and none of the blame on Disney, because Disney has done nothing but absolute good with Spider-Man and Sony has done nothing but absolute shit with Spider-Man.
Exactly.
So I will place all this blame on Sony, none of it on Disney. That's where I'm still. You can't change my mind on that one. I don't care how many. I don't care how many times you tell. I don't care how many times you call in. I don't care how many times you try to cuss me out or whatever. I will put all this blame on Sony, and there's nothing you can say that's gonna change my mind. Malik Turner, not a big Spider-Man fan, but it kills the Deadpool crossover I was hoping for. I was hoping for that too.
Deadpool is fucking awesome, bro.
I was hoping for a Deadpool Spider-Man crossover, and I know Marvel wanted to do it at one point.
Yes.
I know, and they teased it, I think.
So, a Deadpool and Spider-Man crossover would have been really fucking good.
It would have been
a fucking...
Just Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland together in the same fucking screen.
Fuck, bro. You know what's funny? I had a dream about that. I had a dream about that one day.
Really now?
Yeah, dude. I was like, it was such a vivid dream, bro. It was so amazing. Like Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland, like in the same exact fucking movie. Like amazing. But yeah, man. But it just would never happen.
This dream, like you had a dream about this.
Yeah.
How did this dream go?
Well, it all started when Disney announced Ryan Reynolds into a Spider-Man film, and I was like, holy fuck, like, is this really true? Like, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is going into a Spider-Man movie. Okay, cool. Tom Holland, he gets on Instagram, he gets on Twitter, Facebook, any other social media, and confirms that Deadpool is doing a crossover with Spider-Man. And I'm just literally like fucking having nerdgasms right now, bro. Like I'm just going, like, I'm just so fucking happy, and it was the best feeling ever. But now hearing that Sony has fucked over Spider-Man, I don't think we'll ever get that. I don't know. Maybe. Nah. I don't know.
I wish we would have got it. I don't think we're gonna get it now.
Nah. We're never gonna get it.
Let's see. Anthony Tompkins. The call-in number is 469-608-1886. That is the call-in number. If you want to call in and get your opinions heard. If you want to talk about the Sony thing right now, because apparently we're still on it, even though I thought we changed the subject. Mm-hmm. I feel like Sony just pissed off so many people that it just pissed off so many people, man. It's just annoying that they did that to us. Like y'all had something good.
A good one too.
Y'all had something good. If I got paid to not do shit, I would just sit down and shut the fuck up.
Literally.
If I got paid to not do shit, like you're literally getting paid to not do shit. You don't ever have to touch Spider-Man production ever again. And it's scary now because I'm thinking like, damn, what if Universal pulls the same shit with the Hulk?
Nah, for real, bro.
I mean, I kind of want them to pull it though, because I don't like this. I don't like the MCU version of the Hulk.
I mean, I
don't like the new MCU version of the Hulk. I like the first MCU version of the Hulk.
Yeah, when he was all big and bulky,
like the Hulk is supposed to be tall, bro. Big, strong as shit.
He like some shit straight from the comics, bro.
I don't
like,
want to do shit but fuck shit up.
Exactly.
I don't like this new Hulk.
No, bro.
I kind of do hope Universal pulls that plug. It would save us a lot of time.
Or they could just they can't change the concept of the Hulk.
And we have a caller, first caller of the day. I'm ready.
What's up, Trailers? Anthony.
What's going on, man? What's going on? Yo.
What's up?
Man, I just read, I don't know, you just went past the Spider-Man thing, but I read it, man, and I'm with you.
Yeah, as far as Sony being the villains here.
Well, they wanted, so Marvel had gave them 95% of the money rights to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed it. They wanted 50-50, keeping it, splitting it down the middle. And Sony was like, fat chance of that shit happening.
Hey, Anthony, You think it's possible for you to speak a little louder or turn your phone up a little bit? We can barely hear you, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, that is much better.
All right, but yeah, it's just they wanted to do 50-50, but instead of doing 50-50, Sony wanted that 95-5.
So let me ask you this: do you think it's fair to say that if I put in all the goddamn work, because me and you've dealt with this before, this type of issue before, as far as being in the military goes, as far as you do all of the work, but somebody else gets all of the fucking credit. So me and you've dealt with this before.
Every time.
So would you really, if you're in Disney shoes, you're doing all of the work, do you really think that somebody should come in and tell you that they want 50-50?
Definitely not. I mean, we saw how Spider-Man did.
It broke a billion. The second Spider-Man solo movie broke $1 billion.
No, for real, man. That should.
You can take 2 goddamn Spider-Man movies from Sony and that bitch don't break $1 billion. Them bitches don't break $1 billion combined.
For real.
I mean, they got what? All they got is what? Spider-Man.
The first 3 Spider-Mans, they have, and they have the 2 Amazing Spider-Mans. You could take any combination of the 2, and I don't think they break $1 billion. Marvel broke $1 billion in the second solo movie. Like,
they did.
Come on now.
They really did.
I would just rather see Tom Holland continue Spider-Man. Hopefully a Deadpool crossover, but that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's never.
Yeah,
right.
I don't think that Deadpool crossover gonna happen, man. It's not looking promising.
You can't rate that right. That's not, because they're gonna be like, well, Spider-Man is like PG-13, but Deadpool's rated R. And
That's the dynamic between the two, though. And I think a lot of people don't. I think a lot of people don't know the dynamic between Deadpool and Spider-Man to speak on what they don't want. Because if you read any Deadpool and Spider-Man crossover, it literally goes like that. Spider-Man is the good one, and Deadpool is just that fucked up person.
No, he's always been fucked up, honestly.
So,
I mean, you got to put it rated R.
oh, it's gonna have. It's gonna have to be. I don't think it's gonna have to be rated R, but it'll have to be higher than PG-13. It'll have to be. Yeah, it's gonna get a little dark. It's gonna get a little raunchy. It's gonna get a little adult.
Yeah.
If we give Sony some time, I feel like they'll be like, you know what, we'll do 50. So I feel like right now it's not gonna happen, but give it maybe 3-4 months, they're gonna come around.
I hope they do, man, because I don't want to see the MCU go on without Spider-Man. Like, they've basically built up Spider-Man to be the new face of the MCU.
For real, like.
And Sony sees that, and they're like, well, we just want to keep this money rolling because we already know you're gonna make another $1 billion off of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, the third one definitely gonna break $1 billion. The third one will probably break $1 billion.
What?
The third one will definitely break $1 billion.
Totally.
Most definitely.
Totally.
It don't even matter the villain they put in there right
It
now.
better be Craven. It better be Craven.
It would make sense, though. That would make sense, though.
It
Craven,
would.
hunting down Peter Parker.
Yes. Exactly. And you know, I hadn't thought about that. Now that his identity is out, Craven actually knows who to look for.
Exactly, Peter Parker.
I didn't even think of it that way. Like, come on, hey, Sony's finna fuck us out of a really good movie, man.
Fuck, dude.
So, yeah, it hurt. Like, I didn't want to believe that when I was reading it.
Yo, like, I see, this is why I fuck with you, bro. Like, damn, it's not that many people I fuck with outside of the military, but you definitely one of them, because I had not thought about it like that. Like,
No, I know today was Tuesday, so I already knew I had to call in ready for this one.
oh yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
man.
Gratitude, man. Anytime somebody calls in, it means that I'm doing my job right.
Yes, bro.
Even though I ain't getting paid for it yet.
Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all hold it down. I'll be watching.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Tell the wife and kid I said what's up. I'll see them soon, probably whenever I'm back in Killeen. But yeah.
Let me know, because you about to babysit.
All right, man.
All right, right.
Oh man. So far we got one live caller that's on our side because I'm not letting up, man. This is definitely Sony's fault. Ian Boyle said, "What's up? What's going on, man?" My one of my favorite admins, Admin Invincible. Not too much to say about him that I haven't said already, good or bad, because I've pretty much said a lot of everything under the sun about this man. Let's see, who's this new young legend? This is a friend of mine from high school, man. Joey couldn't be here today, so I needed a nerd stand-in. I couldn't do this solo, man. This is a 2-person podcast, so I couldn't do it with one person. Let's see. Elliot Disler, Wolverine in the new Avengers movie. I don't know because I don't like the Wolverine cast and I can't remember the dude's name, but I didn't like him as a cast when they said that that's the potential cast for Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Can't think of his name. That's how unimportant he is to me. Let's see. They said Ian says Disney built on its own success. Stop pretending like Spider-Man made $1 billion out of nowhere. Here's the thing, though, bro. The name Spider-Man is going to sell no matter what. Let's put that out there.
Yes.
Whether it be Sony, Fox can take a hold of it, and it's still gonna sell.
I mean, Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man.
It's the biggest superhero.
Top 3 superheroes.
Exactly.
Marvel, DC, Image, IDW, whatever the fuck, anything. Top 3 superheroes. The name itself is gonna sell, but the fact that Disney took it and made it $1 billion movie.
Exactly. And I went to go see it. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen the movie 4 times already. I'm not gonna even lie.
I've seen it 3 times.
I've seen it 4.
Wow.
That's not even close to my record of Marvel movies I've seen. I've seen the Avengers 12 times in theaters.
I saw Avengers 4 times.
I saw Avengers like 12 times in theaters. I went back like day after day after day, like just watching that goddamn movie in the theaters, bro. Like
so fucking good.
it was
man.
that goddamn good at the time.
Yeah, man.
I think I saw I think I saw Endgame. I saw Endgame 5 times. I saw Infinity War 4 times.
I saw Infinity War 7 times.
I saw Iron Man 3 about 6 times.
I saw Black Panther like 3 times.
I saw Black Panther 3 times.
Yeah.
I only saw it 3 times. It was good. I just was I bought the DVD. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna keep, because I was still military when Black Panther came out, so I didn't have enough time to go to the movies like I wanted to.
Oh yeah.
I probably would have watched it a lot more if I had the time to then. But let's see. Blade is using my words. What words am I using, Invincible? Please tell me what words I'm using. I might be using your words. Let's see. Mark my words. Sony is gonna host a press conference where they go, "We doing Spider-Verse," and just walk off. They better fucking not. Hey, if they do a live action Spider-Verse, you can't do a live action Spider-Verse without Tom Holland at this point.
Exactly.
Arguably the greatest Spider-Man we have ever seen.
Exactly.
You can't do a Spider-Verse without Tom Holland. And Marvel already has him locked into one more contract, so you really just gonna you're gonna pull this when Tom Holland is locked into one more contract with Marvel and Spider-Man?
Exactly. I would be pissed with that.
Villainous.
like really fucking pissed, bro. Like
Villainous, just it's just pure villainy. Like, come on now. And it's so fitting that this came out today and we're talking about villains. Mind you, we came up with this topic a week ago, by the way. So we had no idea this was gonna go down. But it's just, and I know I don't do coincidences, so this is like fate that we're talking about this.
so it's like
I can't believe this, bro. Like
it's just like it's so like fucked up, you know.
It is.
A Spider-Man movie just came out. It made good fucking money, and we just came out with Endgame, and then all of a sudden it's pulled away from Disney or Marvel Studios.
I think we should get off this topic because we can definitely talk 2 hours about this.
Literally,
just going over it.
It just bothers me.
He says, name one MCU character that can be the quarterback of the franchise now that Spidey is out of the picture. Well, with their backs against the walls, they could bring back Chris Evans.
They could.
They could.
If get the little time thing that Tony put together.
If they're bringing in Kang the Conqueror,
oh yeah,
notorious time traveler, they could play around with some shit to bring back Steve.
Exactly.
Young Steve.
And bring him back and make him a new Avenger again. Well, more like an old Avenger, but new Avenger again, I guess. Shit, I mean,
or yeah, they can do the whole thing that they did to Pym, where they like push time through Steve instead of pushing Steve through time.
Yeah,
they could do that. So yeah, they could do or they can go the resurrection route and find some way to resurrect Tony Stark. There's a lot of things they could do because I'm not gonna lie, without Spider-Man, I don't see anybody else outside of bringing back Iron Man or bringing back Cap.
For real,
that's gonna carry it. Which I didn't really give a fuck about Phase 5 anyway. I don't really give a fuck about Phase 5.
I mean,
I don't like the Eternals. I don't care about the Black Widow movie. I don't care about anything that they have coming up. I really don't care about outside of the Doctor Strange movie because I want to see how a Doctor Strange horror movie plays out.
Like, and Blade. I like Blade.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not excited about it. Like as Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't really give a fuck about. Hawkeye's origin story, I don't really give a fuck about. Like, I don't really care about Phase 5 like that. Nothing in Phase 5 excited me.
I'm interested in Thor's story.
Now, I feel like Phase 6 is probably going to be some heat if they can, like, get their shit together now that Sony wants to fuck everybody over.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. Not one person without going backwards. Yeah, they'll have to go backwards, bro. At this point, they have to, man. It's Sony's fault, bro. Like, how do you do this to a successful franchise?
Exactly. I mean, you just pull away from it. Like I said, after you make a good, big money-making movie, and you just really just expect it to just go okay. Like, no, like I'll be so fucking pissed. Like, I'll say fuck you, Sony. Like,
see, I think Marvel is gonna be the bigger person. I feel like Marvel's gonna cave in.
They are.
And you know what? I'm a prideful person. I would cave in also. Just because we need Spider-Man. I would give them the 50-50.
I mean, you gotta have Spider-Man in it.
Oh, but you better believe I'm throwing hella Sony shots. Like, somebody's breaking the PlayStation 4 in the next Spider-Man movie.
No, for real.
Somebody, like, the entire Sony store is getting ravaged while Craven is hunting for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I'm throwing shots at Sony in the next Spider-Man movie after I give them 50-50.
Because I will be so fucking
The
mad,
world
bro.
will hate Sony at this point.
Literally, bro.
Like, yo, like, I'm gonna be on some spiteful shit, bro. Like, Spider-Man will be in his room playing an Xbox One.
Dead ass. Fortnite, to be exact.
And Aunt May will come in with a fucking PS4, and he's just gonna web toss that bitch out the window.
Exactly. He's just like,
That's some spiteful shit I would be on.
Like, for real.
Disney. If I was Kevin Feige right now, I would talk to them about it, convince them to do it, and then just throw hella fucking shots. Just all at Sony.
Sony, man.
How could they do this?
How can they do this, bro?
I don't know how.
I think I almost cried when I first saw it today.
I didn't almost cry. I wasn't that invested in it. Yeah.
I almost cried because I was like, bro, what the fuck are they gonna do with Spider-Man, bro? What the fuck are they gonna do with Spider-Man, bro? I mean, you gotta make him the new villain. I mean, not the new villain, but the new, new Avenger. You know?
And then, exactly, and then Sony's probably gonna tie him into the Venom universe.
Oh God.
Which means Sony's gonna have to go to San Francisco.
So Spider-Man's gonna be in San Francisco.
So Spider-Man's gonna be a West Coast Avenger.
He's gonna be a part of the West Coast, dog. The West Coast Avengers.
He's gonna be a
which
West
is actually
Coast
my
Avenger.
favorite comic, by the way.
That's why I made that reference.
I know, right? I mean, I caught on to it, but I was like, yeah, I love it. I love the comic.
Let's see. We're caught up on the comments. So let's get back to the script, man. So you gave it to 2000s villains as far as 80s and 90s villains versus 2000s and 2010 villains.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a good roster, you know what I'm saying? A good roster. Mm-hmm. I mean, I looked at some from like the 1900s, the 20th century.
Yeah, I'm only going 80s and 90s. I don't want to count the whole 1900s as a whole. That's unfair.
Yeah,
That's
true.
very unfair.
I mean, they have some good common villains, but like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, Two-Face and Riddler teaming up is not a good thing. It's just not.
See, I have people in here that would disagree with you as far as the Riddler goes, and then of course, you have Mr. Freeze as a villain,
and then Poison Ivy, which is
nobody gives a fuck about Poison Ivy.
like the fact of the matter is this: her reason for putting her little plants or whatever, she wants to populate the entire world with plants, and Mr. Freeze wants to freeze the entire world. Now, keep in mind, you need the sun to help the plants grow, right?
Well, I think Mr. Freeze only just gave a fuck about freezing Gotham. I don't remember that much about Batman Forever. I don't really care about it.
Well, Batman and Robin, really. Yeah.
Was it Batman and Robin? It wasn't Batman.
Because
I'm sorry.
Because he wanted to freeze the whole entire world.
I never cared about Batman.
I hated Batman.
I watched the movie like a couple of times, but I didn't really.
My dad went to go see it.
The knowledge didn't stick with me that much.
My dad, my dad went to go see it. He said, man, if I went back 22 years, I would take my money back. Like that's what my dad said, bro. So I was a baby back then when Batman and Robin came out. So I was probably like 5 or 6 months.
Of course.
Old. So I mean, but my first time seeing it was when I was like 4 or 5, and it just didn't stick with me.
See,
By the
my
time I
list-
got older,
My list is horrible because as much as I want to put, I wanted to put Maleficent on my list, but I know Maleficent is like 50s and 60s.
oh, 50s and 60s.
Because I think Sleeping Beauty came out in like the 50s, 60s. When the fuck did Jungle Book come out? I'm gonna say 60s just to be safe. Because whatever. I'm gonna say Sleeping Beauty came out in the 60s. But Maleficent is such a great goddamn villain.
She is. She's pretty good. She. I mean,
she basically sentenced somebody to death because she didn't get invited
right
to a party.
Like,
Come on now. It doesn't get much more villainous than that.
that's some shady shit right there, bro.
Like, come on. You sentenced a baby to die before she turned 16 because you didn't get invited to a party.
Like that's fucking insane, bro.
That's like next level shit right there. Like, who thinks, like, come on now. You can't give me a villain whose reasoning is who has more of a lunatic ass reason than that.
Seriously. I mean, I think they're coming out with another Maleficent.
They are
movie,
coming out
aren't
with
they?
Maleficent too, and I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah,
it has
yeah,
nothing to
but-
do with her not being invited to a party, but I'm still gonna go watch it.
Yeah, I think she's pretty awesome.
I didn't even watch the first one, but I'm watching the second one.
I saw the first one.
I saw the previews when I was I saw the previews when I went to go watch Lion King.
Oh yeah.
And that preview, the Maleficent 2 preview, interested me more than the entire Lion King movie did.
She's more scary than Scar. But she's badass though.
Yeah,
I
in
fucks
the,
with
movie, in the movie she is. She's definitely more scary than Scar.
her. Yeah.
I would definitely rather fight Scar than Maleficent.
Hell yeah, dude. She gonna turn into a big ass dragon and eat my ass, dude. I ain't fucking with her, man.
Let's see. So me personally, bro, I would probably give it to the 19s. I would probably give it to the 19s. The 80s. I'd give it to the 80s. I'd give it to the 80s and 90s. Just for the simple fact that that horror era fucked up my childhood at one point. You got the Freddys again, you got the Jasons, like I'm pretty sure they started in the 70s. I think one of them started. One or both of them started. You was that old, damn it. When did Freddy and Jason start?
I think probably
You was born in the 70s or some shit? Or mid 80s? You remember this shit?
shit.
Yo, when the fuck did Freddy and Jason like pop off?
Freddy and Jason. Shit.
Anyways, I'm still giving it to them because shit. I'm giving it to the 80s and 90s, bro.
80s and 90s.
Yeah, man. Because even if Freddy and Jason weren't in the fucking 80s and 90s. Yep. Nightmare on Elm Street, 84.
84, yep. And Jason.
Oh yeah, they had Michael Myers also. Thank you. Michael Myers, like that horror era like defined villain.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. I mean, shit, like it gave me shits at night, bro. Like,
But Michael Myers is 70s, so
yeah. And shit.
can I squeeze Michael Myers in there though?
Yeah, you can squeeze Michael Myers in there.
I kind of want to squeeze Michael Myers in
You
there.
can squeeze Michael Myers in there. I mean,
Even though he was 70s.
70s, but you know.
I know for a fact he was 70s, but I just want to squeeze him in there.
Yeah, Friday the 13th was 1980.
Yeah, I'm putting Michael Myers in there, bro.
Michael Myers.
Yeah. So yeah, that horror era, again, the Child's Plays, the Michael Myers series, the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Gave me fucking nightmares. Candyman.
Exactly. Candyman. Yes.
Dude,
Yo, like
Candyman was the scariest fucking shit I've
like you know
ever
when
seen,
kids
dude.
were like fucking going in the bathroom screaming like I never dared to do that shit.
I never, dude.
To this day I dare not do that shit.
Fuck no. You want to see a black man with a hook with bees in his chest? Yeah, you
To
better
this
walk
day
back.
I do not fuck with
Because that shit scared the fuck out of me.
I don't
For
fuck
real.
with, I'm not can't do it, bro. No.
Like-
No.
Bro, my mom used to fucking scare me with that shit, bro. She thought it was funny, man. I hated it, man. Fucking hated it.
Candyman
For
was
real.
just but see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm giving it to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, man.
Like I was scared back then. I was
Man.
scared as shit.
made me want to shit myself, man.
And to this day I still don't fuck with Candyman Legend.
Can't do it. I can't even watch it alone.
Like I'll watch the shit now, but like I'm can't do it now.
Can't do it.
You still keeping it to the 2000s? You still giving it to the 2000s?
I mean, when it comes to superheroes, yeah.
I'm talking villains overall though.
Villains overall, I mean, yeah, I'll give it to. I give it to them still to the 2000s. Yeah,
Shit. I don't see how, man.
I don't know. Like I've seen a lot of 80s movies and 90s movies.
Yeah.
You know, even far back. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I still fucks with, the 80s and 90s shit, you know what I'm saying? I still fucks with it. But, it's just...
The Goblin King will forever be one of my favorite villains.
Oh my God, dude.
The greatest goddamn villain song, second greatest villain song of all fucking time, which is Dance Magic Dance. And David Bowie will forever be a legend.
David Bowie.
Most black people know David Bowie from Fame. I know David Bowie from Dance Magic Dance. Because I start that shit at least once a week. I start that damn song off with somebody. It is so fucking amazing.
Shit. I mean, it's a good way to start off the day, though.
You can't tell me that you're still giving it to the 2000s.
Let's see.
You can't.
Like a deep thought. Okay, so like, how could I put this? All right, I'll give it to the 80s, because the 80s really did scare the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. In that era of time,
Yeah.
it did scare the fuck out of me.
Fucking Terminator, goddamn.
Oh yeah, Terminator's my fucking shit.
Fucking Pinhead.
I know they're making another Terminator.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
I
about
don't
that.
give a fuck about it. Like they went downhill. I like the first two Terminator movies.
Fucking goddamn Drago from Rocky. Fucking 80s had some goddamn villains for
Yeah,
your
they did.
ass.
Yeah, man, they were coming for you, bro, for real.
Goddamn Scarface was a villain. I don't care what nobody say. Scarface was a goddamn villain.
Scarface was my nigga. That was the
Scarface was
fucking
my
movie.
nigga. Scarface was a villain.
Scarface was the fucking shit back in the 80s, bro. For real. I fucks with Tony Montana, bro.
Didn't one of the fucking Star Wars movies come out in the 80s?
I think Star Wars came out like in the...
I know the Star Wars came out like early,
Fucking-
old as shit, but I'm talking about like
Yeah.
one of them bitches came out in the 80s.
Star Wars.
Did the Emperor Strike Back come out in the 80s? Because if it did, I'm giving Darth Vader like the grand prize for the 80s.
Because I know Mark Hamill played Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, but when did fucking...
That was 19...
That was 19 what? Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta fact check this one because I don't want to say the wrong thing. The Emperor Strike Back came out in the 80s. I'm
Yep.
giving the ultimate bad guy to Darth Vader. I take back everything I just said. I swear I thought the Emperor Strikes Back came out in like the 60s, but it came out in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm giving
About the 80s.
that villainous award to goddamn Darth Vader. Gotta do it. This is the only. I will only watch a Star Wars film if it has something to do with Darth Vader. Like if it's not Darth Vader nor Anakin in it, I'm not watching that goddamn movie.
Exactly. I mean, shit, they did have Anakin Skywalker and those other...
They gotta be grown Anakin though. They can't be kid Anakin.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about kid Anakin.
yeah, I don't give a fuck
I'm
about
talking
that.
grown up Anakin.
Shit. I mean, Hayden Christensen.
In transition Anakin.
Like Hayden Christensen.
Star Wars 3 is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 3. This don't.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about 2 and 1.
No, I don't care about it.
Episode
I don't
3
care
is-
about it.
Episode 3 is the one that I know and love.
Fuck yeah, dude. Shit.
Let's see what else, man. Like you can't still be going for this stuff. You can't still be trying to ride for the 2000s.
Okay, I'll ride for the 80s.
I know for a fact on this.
I'll ride for the 80s.
Fucking Clubber Lang from Rocky. What was that? 4? I want to say.
I think it
Mr.
was.
T. Goddammit. it.
Oh, yeah, Mr. T from yeah.
From the like,
From
come
Rocky
on
4.
now. The 80s. The 80s probably carries this by themselves, honestly.
American Werewolf in London, 1981.
Yeah. See. See. And then if we cross into the 90s, but you can't tell me the 90s was like.
Okay, the 90s was lit as fuck.
You
okay.
add the 90s you add the 90s with the 80s. You can't tell me that you're still pulling for the 2000s and the 2010s.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you all the movies that came out in the 90s that were really.
Because
cool to me.
you got Dr. Evil, who's a play on a villain, but he's still a goddamn villain.
Exactly. That came out in 1999.
I don't know when it came out, but it came out.
Dr. Evil. That was Austin Powers.
Basically
Dr.
humans in the Jurassic World series.
Oh yeah.
There's no set person. It's just humans keep fucking up like shit.
We're still fucking up shit today.
We know that this shit was just a disaster, but we gonna build another one.
Exactly.
Oh, the second one fucked up. We gonna build another one.
Humans are a disaster.
Let's see. That goddamn cat from Babe. I'm not sure if anybody remembers that movie.
Oh, you talking about that pig?
No, the cat. Yeah, the movie Babe was about a pig. but
Yeah, that
I'm
pig,
talking
yeah.
about the cat. Like that cat was a dickhead.
Yeah, he was a dick.
Then you got, of course, you got Scar from The Lion King. The witches from Hocus Pocus.
Oh yes.
Goddamn, fucking Wayne's World. Can't think of his goddamn name. Ben from Wayne's World. Ben was a fucking dickhead. Jafar and Aladdin.
Jafar.
The 90s combined with the 80s is just Hades
from fucking Hercules.
Fucking yeah, the 90s, man. The 90s is just that shit, bro.
It's the shit, bro.
The 90s is just yeah, yo.
Oh,
this should have been 90s. This should have been 80s versus 90s versus 2000s versus 2010s.
Gabriel, from the Prophecy.
Gabriel from the Prophet. Yes.
The Archangel Gabriel.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, bro, I don't see how. Mrs. Trunchbull from Matilda.
Oh, damn.
Evil
That's a
bitch.
classic one right there.
Evil bitch.
Evil motherfucker right there.
We all had a Mrs. Trunchbull as Mrs. Trunchbull as a teacher that we all didn't want to say that she was Mrs. Trunchbull.
The two Roberts from Home Alone.
Them two dickheads, yes. And then of course you got like fucking. I ain't even. Yo, come on. You can't be pulling for the 2000s still after this, man.
Okay, fuck the 2000s.
You
all right, I'm finna go to the 80s and 90s.
You can't be pulling for
fuck the 2000s.
You can't be like.
I mean, because they did have some. The 80s and 90s, they did have some good ass villains. They had some good bad guys. You know, a lot of them had good motives. Some of them were just kind of fucking crazy, and some were interesting.
You can't be pulling for the 2000s, bro. I can't think of a lineup of villains to compare.
I mean, shit. The only supervillains that were really good in the 2000s was Dr. Octopus.
Nah, don't get me wrong. Now 2000s got some villains.
Yeah,
but
they got some good fucking villains. I
just can't think of any lineup that'll
kinda,
that'll put them on par with what I just named.
I mean, because
because if you think about it, the 2000s was more comedy. A lot of the villains became more comedy ass villains.
They were kind of shitty though. If you kind of think about it, the only people that were kind of legit was like
you got Magneto,
Nomad, Dr. Octopus,
Nomad. You got Voldemort.
Voldemort. Yeah, fucking evil son of a bitch.
Davy Jones.
Oh yeah, from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. The dickhead from Dodgeball.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck that dude, man.
I know Tron is really old, but you still have that Tron Legacy movie.
Oh yeah, Tron is super old. That came out with
yeah, but I'm talking about Legacy though. Legacy came out in like the 2000s,
like 2010. Yeah, I remember
something like that.
Yeah, because I remember. I think I went to go see that movie.
I didn't, but I watched it on like Fox when it came on Fox one time. See the 2000s, man. The 2000s also had, you had. I'm finna like Google some shit now because I'm finna like Google some cartoons because I know the 2000s was like animation wise.
Oh man,
you had fucking Mojo Jojo, goddamn
fucking Ebon from Static Shock,
Hot Streak,
Rubber Band Man.
I can't think of his name. Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory.
Fuck yes, classic.
It just don't stack up to the 80s and 90s.
I mean, shit.
Like, even after all of that we just named.
The Joker and all these other people.
Still doesn't stack up to who I named in the 80s and 90s.
I mean, well, the Joker is still
doesn't stack. Are you thinking Heat Joker or are you thinking...
Like, I would... See, I like Jack Nicholson, though.
Okay.
Because he's very classic.
He's not even in the conversation anymore because he's pre-80s.
Yeah, he's like pre-80s, 80s, 90s.
He's pre-80s, yeah, he's pre-80s, 90s. So he's not even in the conversation. But I'm just saying, like, the 2000s and the 2010s don't have anything to contend with the entire lineup. You know what? They do have something to contend with the entire. They have Sony.
Yeah, Sony's bullshit. Sony's the biggest piece of shit.
Yes.
Sony is Thanos, man. He snapped his fingers and then
might just change my vote.
He fucking eliminated Spider-Man.
I might just change it. I might give this to the 2010s. I don't think any villain in the 80s and 90s has pulled some shit like this.
He's worse than Loki, bro.
Yo,
Sony is worse than Loki.
Maleficent almost killed a baby because she didn't get invited to a party. Sony is ready to pull an entire culture apart because they can't break $1 billion.
Exactly.
So, yo, I'm giving it to the 2000s. The 2000s has produced the greatest fucking villain of all time.
And it is Sony. Sony is the piece of shit.
And I hate that I had to backtrack back to Sony because I didn't want to touch the subject again. Yeah, 2000, the 2000, yeah, 2000 to 2010s got it, bro, with Sony. Sony just put it up there. It's just astronomically more dickhead than the last one. Let's see, Ricky Jackson. Can I get another shout out? Of course you can get another shout out, bro. You know what? You know to get you a better shout out. If you share this, and if you call in and get your voice heard, that'll get you a better shout out. But you didn't do that, now did you? Nah, but thank you for tuning in, bro. Y'all mean a lot to me. Let's see, Malik Slade from the original Teen Titans. Slade was a cool ass villain.
Fuck yes, dude. He was badass, bro.
I didn't even know shit about DC at the time because I was a big ass Marvel head as a kid. So I didn't know who the fuck Slade was. I didn't know who the fuck Deathstroke was. I thought Slade was Batman.
Oh no.
In the Teen Titans. I legit as a kid I was waiting on Slade to like take the mask off.
Man, yeah. I think everybody was.
I was testing you the whole time. That's what I was waiting on as a kid.
You know what? We should have said Donald Trump is also the bad guy.
Oh yeah, 2010's got this, bro.
Yeah, Donald Trump is the fucking bad guy.
2010's got this, bro. Like,
oh,
yeah,
shit.
Donald Trump is elected. Like, yeah, 2010s has produced some horrible ass fucking villains. That the 80s. Well, the 80s and 90s got Nixon.
Yeah, but then again.
And they got Bush.
But then again, Donald Trump is still president.
And they got Bush. They got Nixon and Bush.
But then again, Donald Trump is still president.
We got Trump.
Because he still hasn't got caught yet.
He hasn't. I mean, he's been caught. He just ain't got.
So
I don't want to talk politics right now.
Like, I mean, true. Yeah.
I don't want to talk politics right now.
Let's not talk about politics right now. Talking about comic books and supervillains.
So, let's move on to the horror category. Who are your top 3 horror villains? And this also goes to you guys also. Top 3 horror villains.
Top 3 horror villains. You know what I'm saying? I got to go with my boy Chucky. I got to go with...
That's your number 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to go with Candyman.
I can't look at a goddamn Chucky doll the same.
I can't, dude. I can't. I have to go with Candyman as my second.
Yeah.
And then Jason as my third.
Jason
is my nigga, bro.
Okay.
I fucks with him, bro.
Nobody from the 2010s like you originally voted.
No, nobody from the 2010s because it's some of it is reboot. So
okay. Well, yeah.
it's remade. So
I got Chucky on my list though. OG Chucky though, not new Chucky.
OG
Chucky.
Yeah, the OG Chucky.
I can't look at a fucking Chucky doll the same anymore.
Literally.
I just can't.
He's fucking scary as shit.
I got Pennywise.
Oh, yeah, Pennywise.
I already fucking hate clowns.
Fuck.
The fact that a demon takes the form of a clown just makes me hate clowns. It just makes me hate clowns even more. Like,
it's fucking scary.
It is.
Like,
and I know that this shit is very
I can't wait till
impossible and improbable, but I never look at a clown the same way again.
I can't wait till the next movie.
I'm not going to watch it.
I'm going to go see it.
I'm not going to watch it.
I'm going to go see it.
I got dragged to watch the first one, the first reboot that just came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm not watching the second one. I don't get, and if the person that dragged me to watch the first one is watching this, I am not going to watch that second one.
Georgie, you want this boat?
It's not even that I'm scared. I'm not even scared of it. I just hate clowns.
Clowns are fucking scary.
I just hate anything to do with clowns. I don't go to circuses. I don't go to, like, when they have clowns doing like face paint, I avoid them. Like, I hate clowns.
I can't look at Batman because of the Joker. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he is the clown prince of crime.
Yeah, I don't like the Joker either, so that fucking hate the Joker.
He's like, oh fuck,
and that's not even because he's a clown. I just think he's a shitty ass character.
I mean, he's the best supervillain. I mean, he's
not.
He's to me, he is.
No, he's not.
He's always been my favorite.
We'll talk about that later. So, we are almost at an hour in. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Blerd Lines podcast on Nerd Unpacked. Again, this is my friend.
What's up, everyone?
There's no better way to put it. There's really no other way to put it. Like, I don't call that many people friends. So, this is one of my closest friends from high school, Jansen, filling in for Admin Negro Lantern. We miss you, bro. Next week you better fucking be here. Yeah, man. It's just a whole lot of gang shit.
Yes.
Gang.
Gang.
Oh, man. And by the way, please do not forget to call in. The number should be scrolling across the bottom of your screen, and I do not know about heart right now. Usually I have it written down, but I don't right now because I'm slipping. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I had Pennywise as number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, I can't think of his name. But the guy from the Human Centipede.
The Human Centipede.
The fact that you get off by sewing people's mouths to another person's ass.
I don't think I saw that movie.
You ever seen Human Centipede? Don't watch it.
Okay.
Don't watch it.
I don't think I've seen it.
You know what? Watch it. I had to see it, so you got to see it. Watch it.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to look for it.
Yo,
I'm gonna have to look for it.
I'm gonna tell you what it is now. It's a guy who gets off by sewing people. He sews a chain of people, so your mouth will be sewed to someone else's ass. Their mouth will be sewed to someone else's ass, and their mouth will be sewed to someone else's ass. And chain reaction. Feed one person, they poop.
So he's
into
practically
the other
eating
person's
shit.
mouth. Yeah. So I mean, that's not what the whole movie's about, but that's basically the gist of what he does. That is some villainous shit.
Fucking disgusting.
Figuratively and literally. That is some villainous shit.
Villainous, bro. That is fucking crazy. I wouldn't even fight him. He probably eats ass. He probably eats ass.
Yo, so it's yeah, that's my number 3 and I'm sticking to it.
Exactly.
That is villainy at its finest right there, man. I wanted to give as far as horror movies go, yeah, that's top of the line villainy. No other fucking horror villain has had a fucked up motivation like that.
Literally.
Can you name? I can't name one. Everybody else just wants to either fuck shit up or they have some defining purpose to why they turn into a villain. But this guy just wants to watch people shit into other people's mouths.
That's the weirdest fetish I've ever seen.
I can't
Really.
Yeah, let's move on.
I don't know, man. He seems like he has a fetish.
No. So action, category 2. Action villains. This one was hard for me, man, because I'm an action movie fanatic.
Action villain.
Action.
Ah, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Agent Smith from The Matrix. I think you're gonna appreciate my list, actually, as if you've seen the movie.
You know, Agent Smith was pretty fucking good though. I actually liked him in The Matrix.
Really?
Yeah, I actually liked him.
I
Agent
didn't really
Smith.
give a fuck about him.
I like Agent Smith.
I like The Matrix. I just didn't give a fuck about Agent Smith.
Yeah, I think that he was pretty much a formidable foe for Neo. So I mean, I think I'll give him like, well, he's on number 2 for me, but
Agent Smith is number 2 for you?
yeah, he's number 2 for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I put him in number 2. Let's see. Shaw.
Shaw, as in
from Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay.
But before he was a supervillain, yeah, I thought he was pretty badass in Fast and the Furious.
okay.
7. So I mean, I'll say I put him first, especially if he's played by Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3.
Wait, who was your first then?
My first was Jason Statham, Shaw.
Okay, and then
From,
2 was Agent Smith.
Agent Smith.
Okay.
And then number 3, my all-time favorite, action. Let's see. I would probably say.
You're having a hard time here, huh?
You know that liquid guy from Terminator.
What?
Terminator
was it
2.
T-1000?
Yeah, that dude.
T-1000?
Yeah, that dude. Yeah. I thought he was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty bad.
I hate all of the Terminator films.
I mean,
I've seen every single one of them, and neither one of them like impresses me that much.
well, the first two were pretty good.
Didn't T-1000 get killed by like a middle-aged white woman with a shotgun?
No, not that one. The old one.
Okay.
The one that came out. Yeah, the second one. The one that came out in 1995. Yeah, that one. Not that one. Yeah, because that was you talking about when Sarah Connor?
Yes.
Yeah. The old Sarah Connor.
Yes.
I don't want to. Ugh.
Oh man. Damn. I guess it's my turn.
Yes.
Action films. Brixton. If you haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw, Brixton is as far as action villains go, Brixton is that dude. Like,
I gotta see Hobbs and Shaw.
he didn't even fucking lose.
I didn't even go see that fucking movie.
He didn't even fucking lose.
Okay.
And I was just talking about this with my boy Ricky. He just went through the whole movie beating ass. Like, he lost. Okay, of course, technically, he has an L under his belt. But he lost off some stupid shit. Like, they had to write him out of the movie. Like, I say this a lot of the time with anime, like with Madara, they had to write Madara out of the story.
Yeah.
They had to write Kabuto out of the story because they got that goddamn powerful. Brixton was that fucking powerful. They had to write him out of the fucking movie because there was no real way to beat this guy. Like, I sat through that entire movie like thinking like, damn, how are they gonna beat this guy? The fuck are they gonna do? First of all, this is Idris Elba we're talking about, one of the greatest actors of all time, who played that role fucking perfect. I think Idris Elba should take nothing but villain roles from now on.
Heimdall.
He should take nothing but villain roles from now on.
Cause he's badass, dude.
That shit.
Idris Elba's badass. I think he did. I think he did play with Taraji P. Henson, that villain.
Yeah, with the Stranger That Calls or some shit like that, where he was trying to. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw that movie.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, he was pretty badass with that one, bro.
When a Stranger Calls or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
that was a good movie. But the fuck, he didn't lose.
The motherfucker did not goddamn lose.
Or shall I say, Hobbs and Shaw did not beat him.
Well, that's their fault. I mean, I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, you gotta see it, bro. I don't
but
know.
I gotta see it.
I've seen the movie at least 3 times.
Holy shit.
That movie, like, yo, the movie is just that fucking good. Like, yo, number 2, Ultron.
Ultron.
You get 30 seconds on the internet and you already ready to destroy humanity. That is villainy.
That is villain.
And I'm pretty sure we can count Age of Ultron. I'm pretty sure we can count any comic book movie as an action movie also, but
True.
I'm sticking with Ultron.
Ultron has always been my favorite supervillain.
Like,
From the comics, you know.
30 seconds on
30
the
seconds
internet.
on there. This nigga already wanted to destroy the
You
fucking
want to
world.
destroy the world.
Man, say.
The only way to save humanity is to destroy it. All right, I'm with it. I'm with it, bro. Number 3. This is where I think you're gonna come into your appreciation is gonna come into. Sho'nuff. Sho'nuff had no other motivation than to prove he was that nigga. Yo, like, that's all he wanted. He just wanted to prove he was that nigga. Like, nobody in Harlem can fuck with me. The only person that y'all think can fuck with me can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
That was his attitude the whole movie. That he tried to egg on a fight with this man all movie just to prove that he was everything that he said he is, that he is. Am I the baddest? Show up. Am I the meanest? Show up. Like, he wanted to prove that. And he would have did anything to prove it.
Yes.
The glow.
Yes.
The glow. You know how many times as a kid I tried to redo the glow?
I mean,
Yo, Sho'nuff probably moves to number 1 above Brixton, bro. Cause it's just because, man. Yo, hell no. Come on, bro. You can't tell me that Sho'nuff ain't probably the greatest action villain of all time.
He is. He is. I can kind of understand.
I have no motivation other than to prove that I am the baddest not on the world. He don't even give a fuck about it. The movie ain't even about the world. I'm the baddest motherfucker in Harlem. Nigga, Harlem is full of fighters. I don't know if y'all know this. That's all they do out there is fight.
No, for real, bro.
I'm the baddest motherfucker walking the streets and can't nobody tell me shit.
Luke Cage. You know what I'm saying?
Sho'nuff beat the dog shit out of Luke Cage. Don't disrespect Sho'nuff like that.
Oh, hell no. I don't know.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Sho'nuff was that dude, bro. That is my favorite action villain of all. Again, I tried to recreate the red glow with the lightning for so much of my goddamn life, and it has never happened. I'm 26 years old, and I still try to recreate it every now and then when I'm, like, bored and shit. Like, goddamn, I know this shit exists.
Damn.
Yo, man, Sho'nuff is that nigga, bro.
Sho'nuff is a dog, bro.
He lost off some bullshit, too. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Sho'nuff lost off some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
They had to write him out of the movie also. Animation. This is where shit gets real. Because I think animation has some of the greatest villains ever. So it's hard to, like, narrow them down to 3.
Animation.
I'm still stuck on Sho'nuff, bro. I'm going to watch that movie when I get home.
Hey, you got a movie to watch now, man.
I'm gonna watch that shit.
He's going to watch it when he gets home.
Watch that shit again, bro. Because, god damn, that shit was good.
Sho'nuff.
All right, so let's go. Let's go with your top 3 animated villains.
Top 3 animated. All right. Let's see. Of course, Maleficent, since she is animated.
The Shogun of Harlem. That's just a cool ass nickname to name yourself, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to keep going back to this, but god damn it.
All right. Oh, okay. So, Maleficent is number 1 on my fucking list.
Yeah.
Maleficent. Let's see. Second, Scar from the 90s. Not this Scar, but Scar from the 90s.
90 Scar, of course.
And Hades from Hercules.
You know what's weird? That is my exact fucking list.
No, for real?
Not in that order. That is my list, bro.
Oh, shit.
Like, my list literally goes Scar number 1, because Scar is my favorite animated villain. Number 2 is Hades, because it's Hades, bro. Like, I love how Disney, like, made it to where it seems that... Because, you know, in original Greek mythology, Zeus never really tricked Hades into becoming the ruler of underworld.
True.
They just basically, he drew the shitty end of the stick, basically.
True.
But Disney made it seem like Zeus tricked Hades, and Hades has resented that ever since. And now his whole goal is, damn, nigga, I'm the oldest.
I'm the motherfucking oldest.
Nigga, I should be up here ruling this shit, not you. You the baby brother.
Exactly.
Get your ass in the underworld. And I'm going to fuck up everything you ever create until you do.
Which was a really, really good plot twist.
It was.
It really was. I love Hercules.
And
From
then
1997.
number three was Maleficent. I mean, nigga, you willing to kill a baby because you didn't get invited to a party? Like,
exactly. Like, bitch, you petty as fuck. Like,
shit. As much as I wanted to put like Sid on that list from Toy Story, or as much as I wanted to put Randall from Monsters Inc. on that list, I couldn't go against those three. Like, those three was just, I just couldn't.
oh man.
Jafar could have been on that list. A lot of people could have been on it, but god damn it, them three.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about them three that, like, first of all, Scar was just tired of Mufasa and his bullshit.
Literally.
He was just tired of Mufasa and his bullshit. Like, let's just be real. Like, you too peaceful in this bitch. I'm gonna run this shit.
Shit, man.
Yo, like, that's weird. That is our fucking. We have the exact same.
Like, goddamn.
Let's see. My boy Malik says Scar, Shere Khan, Jafar.
Oh, Shere Khan. Oh, man.
Shere Khan was cool. Yeah. So Shere Khan, if you really think about it, Shere Khan was just looking out for the jungle.
True. You know,
Shere Khan was just looking out for the jungle.
he was looking out for his hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
you can't fault him for that. You know, Mowgli, man has always fucked up whatever it's touched.
True.
And what makes you think Mowgli is gonna be any different?
Seriously.
So Shere Khan wasn't. For the same reason I don't count Dr. Doom as a bad guy, I don't really count Shere Khan as a bad guy. But he's on your list, bro.
I fuck with Shere Khan.
Scar should be on everybody's animated list. If Scar's not on your list, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I feel like Maleficent should be on everybody's list too, but who am I to tell y'all that part? But Scar should definitely be on there. And then Jafar, I didn't really give a fuck about Jafar, but hey, it's your list, bro. I can't even give you Jafar's backstory because that's how much I don't care about Aladdin.
Aladdin. Fucking Aladdin.
Oh man, come on, bro. Like, god damn it, a baby because you didn't get invited to a party,
bro. Like, that's fucking insane. Like, that's some real petty shit right there.
Like, villains have some of the greatest fucking stories ever, bro. Like, heroes have a lot of boring stories. Even though I hate the Joker has some really good the Joker has a really good backstory. Like, I've never ran across a villain, I've never ran across a villain whose backstory just wasn't
like Bane.
Great.
Bane's backstory when, you know, he was raised in a prison. His first kill was when he was 9 years old. Like, that's some crazy shit. Like he grew up in a prison, bro. Like, that's fucking scary.
Mamoru Uchiha backstory, like, nigga, I was supposed to be the Hokage, but y'all cheated me out of my position, so fuck all of y'all.
Exactly.
Aizen's backstory, like, nigga, I'm just the smartest nigga here. I just want to see what the fuck I can do with my damn powers, and hey.
Literally. Like, sometimes you want to side with them.
I orchestrate all of this shit. I run shit here.
Yeah.
Y'all just live here. I'm in jail because I want to be in jail.
Exactly. Like, damn.
Damn, Aizen should have been on my animated list. No, I'm not switching my list. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. We'll make an anime list, like, later on in the show. Shit, we actually got through page 1 on this one. Shit, we rarely ever get through page 1. Sci-fi. Top 3 sci-fi. And again, please feel free to chime in, call in. I don't have the number written down, so I can't say it, but it should be scrolling across the screen. right about now. Oh, here it is on mine. 469-608-1886 is the number to call in if you want to call in and voice your opinion on any villain that you think deserves any type of respect, notoriety, or disrespect. Because I am tolerating disrespect today. Usually we don't tolerate it, but today we tolerating it because it's villain day.
Yes. Villain.
So, sci-fi top 3. I'm going to let you out of the floor.
All right. My top 3. Predator. Let's see. I love the xenomorph aliens from.
Really?
Yes, I love them.
I hate the concept of the xenomorphs.
I love the xenomorph aliens. They look awesome. I'm a huge fan of them anyways. I like their design. 3. My last 3. I would say favorite sci-fi villain that I know. He was on the top of my head, but then he went away. Yeah, like, goddamn. Fucking A. I think, damn. He was on the top of my head. I forgot it. Like, he was on the top of my head.
See, our producer said Borg.
Borg?
From, that is Star Trek, correct?
From Star Trek?
I knew that. I actually watched a little bit of it because of y'all.
Fuck.
Can't get this shit out of my head now. They said Independence Day aliens.
The Independence Day aliens with Will Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty cool.
Then he said Vader.
Darth Vader?
Yes. I think Darth Vader should be on everybody's sci-fi list.
No, dead ass.
He ain't on your sci-fi list. Did you name him?
Nah.
I was about to say he ain't on your list. Shit, why he not on your list?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Shit. You know what? I actually like Black Manta, even though it's sci-fi.
I was about to say, I don't think we're counting.
I mean,
Can we count superhero movies as sci-fi? It kind of no.
No, not really. Damn. I mean, shit. I don't know. Like the xenomorphs and the.
That third one hard, huh? You might as well go and put Vader on there.
Might as well just put Darth Vader on.
Might as well go and put Vader.
Darth Vader's probably the best.
I was about to say, because if you can't name one, you might as well, bro.
Darth Vader.
Damn. I mean, Vader's number 1 on my list as far as sci-fi goes. Colonel Quaritch from Avatar.
Colonel Quaritch.
From the Blue Aliens Avatar, not Last Airbender, but from Avatar, the colonel that tried to basically, the colonizer. Yeah. He was pretty much a dickhead. Yeah. I'll put Avatar is considered a sci-fi, correct? Okay, yeah, so I could put him on that list. Like, he was ready to destroy the whole goddamn area.
No, seriously, he was an asshole. Fuck him.
He was definitely an asshole.
Gonna take away the blue people shit.
And I said this already. Humans, Jurassic Park series, because for some fucking reason they don't learn their goddamn. And they coming out with another one, aren't they? There's another one in the makings. Like,
humans, we don't learn anything.
like, just like,
we are destroying precious creation.
this shit didn't work the last 5 times we tried to make it, and we're going to try it for a 6th time.
Literally.
I feel like I should have put the humans from Planet of the Apes also.
True. But, you know, there's also humans in Sony as well.
Yeah, but that's not sci-fi. But since you do mention Sony, comic book villains.
Comic book villains, of course, Doctor Doom is going to be my top one, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is Dr. Octopus.
Okay.
And, of course, the Joker is number 3. I fuck with the Joker, man.
Dr. Doom. Craven. Sabretooth.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good lineup right
My
there.
list changes up so often, and it literally only depends on what I'm reading at the time. Because I'm a villain fan. Like, I
love superheroes.
If you ask me my top 3 heroes, I really can't name 3 heroes that I actually just love off the top of my head. I'd have to really think.
Right.
But villains, like, that shit changes. Like, it goes like it's like my top 5 rappers. Like, my top 5 rappers fluctuates off of who I'm listening to at the time. And, like, my top 3 villains does the exact same thing. Like, it just depends on what I'm reading at the time and what that person's doing. But Dr. Doom will always be in my top 3.
For real.
Like,
Dr. Doom is fucking awesome, bro.
And Craven hasn't done anything, but the last thing he did was fucking phenomenal.
Exactly.
See, producer, my all-time favorite movie villain is Thanos.
Oh yeah, then snap of your finger, bro. Just like that.
He actually won. That's what I hate about this shit. He won.
He won. But then Endgame came. These niggas came back.
They fucking couldn't live with their failure.
Exactly.
No, but yeah, man. Craven is. I feel like a lot of people underrate Craven.
Yeah,
Craven is underrated.
Craven is very fucking underrated. Like he's always been my favorite character, Spider-Man villain.
He's definitely my favorite Spider-Man villain.
Like has always been. You know, he's up there with Dr. Octopus. He's up there with Green Goblin.
He's beyond both of them.
Yeah, so
He'd kill both of them if he wanted to. But he's never really given a fuck about any of them. All he cares about is taking out Spider-Man.
Sergei Kravinoff.
Which he actually does get very... He's probably the one villain that you can say could have killed Spider-Man more than any other... Which, by the way, Spider-Man has the greatest rogues gallery of all fucking time. You can't name a rogue gallery better than Spider-Man's.
Yeah, true.
No other
he does have a good ass rogue gallery.
Nobody has one that comes close to just how badass his is. Not Flash, not Batman, not Superman, not Iron Man. Nobody has a rogue gallery like Spider-Man. And every single one of them motherfuckers are built to kill Spider-Man.
Rhino, Kingpin. Sometimes when he fights Daredevil, you know, it's just
like every single one of them is built to kill Spider-Man.
Literally. Like,
and even when they get together as the Sinister Six, they usually beat Spider-Man. The only reason that stops them is because they don't know, they can't figure out who's gonna be the one to kill him.
I mean, like I like Spider-Man PS4, man. That shit. When they came together and they were like fighting Spider-Man, bro, like I was like, damn, bro.
Again, it's just
Vulture, man.
I've never liked the Vulture as a
villain. You never liked him as a villain?
Until the MCU came along, I didn't really give a fuck about him.
Oh man.
And that's not even a comic accurate Vulture. It's just really cool. It's just a very, very cool version of the Vulture that we got.
Because we got Michael Keaton, aka the Batman.
Yeah.
Like dead ass. Like it was kind of funny because
that, not like how he just took the Chitauri tech and made himself a badass villain out of it. But you know, it's not just because it's Michael Keaton. I like the character. I like the character, not the actor.
You know what's funny? I still see him as Batman.
I still see him as Batman too.
He kind of scared the shit out of me. And then when he was in the car, I was like,
he played a very good Vulture.
Yes, he did.
It's just weird though, bro. Like, not many people like Craven.
Man,
not many people respect Craven.
Craven is fucking awesome. Sergei Kravinoff, bro.
The one person that's damn near killed Spider-Man more than anybody ever.
Ever, bro. Ever.
And I think, yeah, he can only die if Spider-Man kills him. There was a curse put on him. I don't know if it got lifted or not, but he can only die by Spider-Man's hands.
Spider-Man's hands, yeah.
I think he did get killed because he got killed by Scarlet Spider.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was Scarlet Spider that killed him, which was a technicality because that's technically a Spider-Man clone.
Yes. Yes, it's technically a Spider-Man.
Just so much between those two. It's just, and then Sabretooth is just a badass. Like, Sabretooth lives for nothing but carnage, destruction, and fucking shit up.
Exactly.
That is right up my alley, honestly.
And the funny thing is, he hates Wolverine and Wolverine hates him. That's my favorite thing. I love it.
You know, so I'm not sure if you've read the Origins run.
The Origins? Oh yeah, I read it. With,
he doesn't even hate Wolverine.
He doesn't hate Wolverine.
He just wants Logan to embrace that animal side, that
animalistic side.
He doesn't hate Wolverine. He even said it like right when Logan was like in all of his rage and all of his fury, charging at him. He's like, "This isn't killing. This isn't fighting. This is just fun. Like this is just good old fashioned fun. Like I just want you to embrace this shit.
Yeah, embrace it, motherfucker.
Like he doesn't hate Logan. I don't know why people think he hates Logan.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the history that they have.
It's the history that I would think that if somebody came and beat my ass every year for my birthday, I would be pissed. Yeah. Out from the outside looking in, I see how people could think that every fucking year. And then here's the thing: that Logan can't ever beat Sabretooth. Correct? Now I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, but if I know for a fact that on August 11th, every day of my goddamn life, that somebody is coming to fight me, I'm gonna be prepared. August the goddamn 11th, every day.
Every goddamn day.
I ain't losing a single goddamn fight on August 11th.
Literally.
If I know that you're coming to fight me on my birthday, Logan somehow loses every single year on his birthday. And he knows Sabretooth told him, I'm going to do this every year.
For real.
I will literally do this every year until you embrace that side. And Logan knows he's coming and still can't get a win. It's Sabretooth is that dude. Like, come on, man.
Sabretooth is the nigga, bro.
Gotta be. Ain't no way in hell. You just out here beating Wolverine ass every goddamn year. One of the greatest strategical minds in the mutant community. You just are beating his ass.
Beating his short.
I could actually
hairy
say
ass.
this, and you actually just beating his ass annually.
Annually?
just
An
out here
annual
doing
beating.
it. Just an annual ass whooping.
Like, damn, bro.
Come on, bro. Every year, that's weird.
His brain, his childhood though.
His childhood. Oh, yeah. He killed his brother, and then they chained him up, and then he tried to bargain with his mom, like, "Hey, let me go,
Yeah.
because you don't want me to get out. You don't want me to break free."
His dad was also a fucking asshole too.
His dad pulled his K9 teeth out and was like, "I don't care how many I got to pull out. I'm gonna pull the devil out of you one day."
Literally.
And he
His
tried to-
dad was a fucking dick.
Hey,
Seriously.
you know what? You can't blame him though. You
Yeah.
can't blame him for killing his parents. Like, they chained him in the basement, starved him, and shit. He chewed his own arm off.
Kind of.
Which I hate when people say Sabretooth can't grow back limbs. He grew that arm back. So
Yeah, he has a healing factor.
he can grow back limbs.
Exactly.
People think that he can't for some reason.
People, I gotta read the comics, bro. Gotta read the comics, bro.
So yeah, that's my 3. Shit. Craven, Doom, and Sabretooth. Don't you ever do that. In front of Sabretooth. Don't you ever disrespect Sabretooth like that.
Sabretooth's
So,
my
okay,
nigga,
let's break down Marvel and DC. Let's go DC villains. DC cinematic villains. Who are your top 3?
DC. Oh man, I gotta go with my boy Loki. All right.
I said DC.
Oh, you said DC. Okay. I thought you said Marvel. Okay. 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 DC. I gotta go with my boy Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul from Batman
I
Begins.
call him Race.
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul.
I've never said Ross.
Ra's. I mean, if you're talking about the movies, Ra's.
I say Race.
Ra's in the comics.
I mean, fuck the live action. I say Race.
Ra's al Ghul.
There's just no way around it. I'm saying Race for as long as I live.
Let's see. I loved Heath Ledger's Joker. So yeah, Heath Ledger's Joker was pretty fucking good. And damn, man, DC, man, fuck. DC.
I want to clown you for saying you like Heath Ledger Joker, but I'm not gonna do it.
Heath Ledger was pretty good to me. I kind of liked it. I liked it.
No.
I thought he was more of a chaotic Joker.
No.
Yeah, I think he was pretty good.
I'm not letting you go with that one.
I like it. I like it. Damn, bro. Dang, man. DC really hasn't had any good villains besides
Zod. You ain't gonna throw General Zod in there?
General Zod.
You ain't gonna throw General Zod in there?
General
Greatest
Zod.
goddamn DC villain of all.
General Zod was alright.
This is easily the best fucking cinematic DC villain of all. and
I
you're
mean,
not gonna
he had some good motives.
What you mean? He had the greatest motive of all time.
He
I wanna
had some good motives.
repopulate my people.
Yeah, I want to repop him. I want to fucking take over Earth.
Terraform the planet,
Yes,
and rebuild Krypton.
and make a new Krypton right in this squadron, where they can get the power from the sun.
What better motive should a Kryptonian
So yeah,
have?
I put General Zod in there.
Okay.
General Zod.
I was just thinking, like, damn, he ain't gonna say Zod.
Because I mean, I wasn't gonna say Goathead from Justice League.
Oh, you talking about? Yeah, whom I'm not calling his name.
Yeah, that dude.
Dickhead. I'm like, who? I'm like,
Goathead. Yeah, the one who wasn't interesting.
For DC, the villains, Zod, of course, is number 1.
Of course.
DC fans are villainous. They ran Zack Snyder off. Well, they didn't run him off, but they made such a big deal of Zack Snyder.
They ran Ben Affleck off, bro.
They ran, man, I don't give a fuck about Ben Affleck. But they ran Zack Snyder off, bro. Like, think about it. Man of Steel was a great movie,
Yeah.
and they couldn't live with it. That is easily the greatest Superman origin story ever given to us. Live action is concerned, and they couldn't live with it. They wanted more.
I mean, shit.
It's one thing to want more, but it's another thing to say that the director did a shitty job, and for all of the basically DC fan base to blame him on what was a great movie and for them to blame him on why that movie didn't do as good as the Marvel movies are doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Never mind that it didn't sell good, because Zack Snyder has nothing to do with the sales, but that was a good ass movie, and they blamed him for it, which he decided to take a different approach to DC movies, and none of them have been as good as Man of Steel. Not a single one. Not Batman vs Superman, not Wonder Woman, not Suicide Squad, not Justice League. None of them.
none of them.
Not Aquaman.
I mean, Aquaman was good.
It wasn't as good as Man of Steel.
It was alright.
Man of Steel is the greatest DC live action movie of all time. There's really no debating that, honestly. There's really no debate. If you want to say something, say it.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah, I'm talking about you. There's no debating that.
I mean, I love Man of Steel. I don't hate on it. I love Man of Steel. I think it was a really good movie.
Okay, as long as you.
I mean, I loved Aquaman too, but you know,
Aquaman has some good action scenes, but as far as like story, it wasn't that good to me.
true.
And then we're getting Black Manta back.
Yes.
For Aquaman 2. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Okay, so let's move on to Marvel Cinematic. Top 3 Marvel Cinematic villains. I'm gonna go first on this one. If I'm going pure, we're going pure MCU, by the way. Then we'll get into other after that. Thanos, Ultron. I don't like Loki, so I'm not giving him the list. Thanos, Ultron. Oh no. No, I'm not giving it to Ego.
Nah.
No, I'm not giving it to Ego. Thanos, Ultron, like Marvel has some good villains. I just can't think who I would give the number 3 spot to. I just don't want to get to Loki. I feel like that was a generic ass answer.
Killmonger.
Nah, I'm past Killmonger. Yeah, Killmonger, because I was actually agreed with him on basically his entire stance. Yeah, Killmonger. I still agree with him to this day. You can't change my mind on that one. I still agree with Killmonger. Like, no matter how many times people have tried to like change my mind, I would have done the exact same thing if put in his shoes.
Eric Killmonger.
I would have done it better because I wouldn't have got beat.
Exactly. Ah, man. My top 3 MCU. Let's see. Ultron. Thanos.
Honorable mention, Sony.
And Loki.
Honorable mention, Sony.
Sony.
We'll give them as many fucking villain titles as I possibly can on this episode.
So, yeah. Ultron, Thanos, and Loki are my favorite.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Sony, honorable mention.
Sony is an honorable mention right there, bro. We're going to put that in there. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go outside of MCU. Outside of MCU, who do you think your top 3 villains are as far as Marvel is concerned?
Outside of the MCU. All right. You talking about like other superheroes, like
It could be
movies?
it could be Marvel, it could be DC, just outside of the MCU and outside of DCEU.
Oh, okay.
So it can be Asmodeus from Watchmen. It could be King Ghidorah from Godzilla. It could be whoever. Humans from King Kong.
I'll say, let's see. The Skullcrawler. From Kong?
Kong.
Yeah. I like that one.
Honorable mention, we have Homelander from The Boys. I haven't even watched it yet.
Oh yeah, The Boys. I haven't seen that one.
I've not watched The Boys
God,
yet.
dude, I heard it's good.
I heard it was good too. I just haven't watched it. I haven't had the time.
Shit, man.
I've read it. But is he the same as he is in the comics? Have you read the comics? Okay, so you can't answer that question. Okay.
Shit. Okay, so I already got Kong. Let's see.
I just realized I didn't give my top 3 DC villains.
Oh. Oh shit.
Oh, I did. I gave it to Zod. I gave it to the fans. And
Oh
I
yeah,
gave
you
it
sure
to,
did. Cause
I don't remember
yeah.
who the fuck the other one was.
I'll say fuck, dude. Something after MCU. Fucking Imhotep from The Mummy.
Really?
Yeah,
We talking about the first one or the second one?
the first one.
I don't think I watched the first one.
I saw the first one.
Is he the bald head dude that was in the second one still?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the same guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Imhotep from The Mummy.
I was like, the name sounds familiar. Is he he was in the second one. Yeah. Bald headed dude. That's a good choice.
Hell yeah, I liked him, bro. The way he fucking the water and the sand and all that.
I did
shit.
not watch the first one though.
I seen the first one. It's pretty good.
I was a kid when the first one came out.
I think I was like 2
I was a
years
kid when
old.
the second one came out, but I just didn't nothing made me want to watch the first one. The second one was good. I watched the second one only because The Rock was in it, but I was a wrestling fan back then.
The Scorpion King. Yeah. Shit.
Top 3 outside. Let's see. I'm not gonna say Sony.
Nah.
I'm not gonna say Sony. I want to, but I'm not. I'm gonna go Doc Ock. I'm gonna go Doc Ock. I'm gonna give it to General Grievous. General Grievous will always be like one of the best Star Wars villains of all time. And I'm trying to name people that I haven't named already. Doc Ock, General Grievous, and Dr. Doom from the first Fantastic Four. No matter what people say, that was a great
Doctor.
That was a great version of Dr. Doom. It was just some fucked up powers that they gave him that had nothing to do with what actual Dr. Doom is capable of doing.
Because he doesn't actually necessarily have powers in the comics, my friends. He doesn't.
Magic.
He just has, that.
Magic is a power.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's just a smart guy.
I mean, when the only person that can fuck with you in magic is Doctor Strange, and even then, Doctor Strange can't really fuck with him like that. I mean, yeah.
I mean, sure not. I don't know.
Yeah, he has powers. I'm saying magic is super. If we say Doctor Strange got powers, then Doctor Doom got powers.
I mean, yeah.
He has, yeah.
I mean, in Ultimate Alliance, he did have to take Odin's power, so.
I mean, he does that. That's his thing, though. Like, fuck it. I want
Yeah. So, yeah, he has powers. He has the ability to take it.
That's just what he does, though. Like, shit. He always wants more. Like, shit, why settle for less?
Exactly. My point.
Like, Odin has all that power and does nothing with it. Like, Doom got that power and
he fucking
did something with it.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna just sit here and have this power for nothing, bitch. I'm gonna put this shit to work.
Yeah. Hell yeah, nigga. Fuck that shit. I'm just like, what?
So, yeah, it's just, that's actually a big ass misconception. People used to think that Dr. Doom was just electrical based, and he's not.
He's not
Electricity based.
He's not.
He's just really cold at beating ass.
Exactly. He's badass as fuck, bro. Like,
But I gave it to Doom. I gave it to Doc Ock. I don't even remember who the fuck my second choice was. Nomak.
oh yeah, from Blade
If I
2.
didn't say a second choice, I'm giving it to Nomak.
Blade 2, The Blood Hunt.
Doom, Nomak. That is such a good ass movie.
That was, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I watched it the other day.
Doom, Nomak, and Doc Ock. Top 3
Top 3.
outside of MCU. And I hate that they're all Marvel, but DC just ain't produced shit. And you know what? I'm gonna take Doc Ock out. King Ghidorah from the new Godzilla movie was a pretty badass villain.
King Ghidorah.
And he actually won that goddamn fight
Holy shit.
until the humans stepped in.
Yeah.
The humans wasn't even the villains here. They actually did something good this time.
Finally. Yeah, exactly.
But King Ghidorah actually won that fight.
He did.
I'm gonna go watch that movie again probably this weekend. But yeah, King Ghidorah, Doom from the 04 Fantastic Four. God damn, that was a good ass movie. I don't know why people hated it.
Like, I hated Fan 4 Stick back in 2015.
You hated what?
Fan 4 Stick.
Yeah, I hated that
Fan
shit.
4 suck.
That shit was
that,
trash. I don't
shit
even talk about that no more. Shit, man. I feel like we could talk forever and ever about villains, though, bro.
Deadass.
I feel like we're missing a category here. We've done comic books, we've done movies, animated. As far as animated comic villains go, who do you have? I'm not even going to differentiate Marvel and DC at this point. Let's just go top 5.
Top 5 animated.
Yes.
Let's see. Fuck it. I know you're gonna fucking laugh at this one. Dr. Carver from fucking Proud Family.
From the Proud Family movie?
Yeah.
Dr. Carver. Yo, okay, so that's like,
That nigga funny as fuck, bro.
yo, the peanut dance battle.
Yeah.
I wish we could like pull up YouTube videos.
Yes, bro. That shit was so fucking funny, bro. I used to laugh at that when I was younger.
The peanut dance battle. Again, this is something that we were just talking about, me and my boy Ricky.
Yeah.
His son actually loves that one part in the movie. Yo, the African Bambaataa. He played the African Bambaataa song for him, and like he's just dancing to it
Dude, oh my god.
just because of the movie.
Yeah.
Yo, that's actually a good choice, bro. I can't like I would have not thought about that.
Exactly. And fuck. Let's see. All right, so I got Dr. Carver from Proud Family.
Yo, that's weird.
I like Ebon from Static Shock. Even though that's DC, I do like Ebon from Static Shock.
I think Static Shock was Dark Horse at the time, so it kind of should count.
So yeah.
No, it was still DC at the time. I think. I don't think did DC buy it out yet?
DC brought it out at the time. Cause Static Shock was Milestone Comics.
You right, and then I mean Milestone. I said Dark Horse. You right, because then they had Batman and all that shit in there, so DC had to have bought it then.
Yeah. Other three. Let's see, Ebon and damn, dude. Let's see. I don't remember any other character shit. This is like, damn, dude.
See, producer says Shredder.
Shredder? Oh, Shredder? Fucking A. I was actually about to say that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
I never really gave a fuck about Shredder.
I was really about to say Shredder, but
I do think he would have beat the dog shit out of any of the Turtles one-on-one.
even though he has in the movie. So, I mean, shit. So, I guess.
Are you going Shredder for your number 3 slot?
Yeah, I'll go with Shredder.
Okay.
Yeah. Since I was actually about to say that shit. But
I don't know, bro. Outside of, it's hard. It's really hard. Shigo.
oh yeah, Shigo.
I don't give a fuck about Dr. Dragon. Shigo.
Shigo was the badass.
Shigo was the badass of that group.
She was fucking badass. She was always fucking like her fighting skills are like
She
fucking on point.
she is what kept that shit going.
Kim
Dr.
Possible.
Draken wasn't shit without Shigo.
Fucking Kim Possible, man.
Dr. Draken wasn't shit without Shigo.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Shit.
She practically did all the fucking work.
She basically did do all the work, man.
Yeah.
Goddamn, shit. Shark guy from Lilo and Stitch. Fucking, I'm finna Google his goddamn name.
The shark guy from Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
I forgot that dude's fucking name, dude. I had like some of these.
I ain't even
like,
have to count. Captain Gantu. It came to me as I was typing it.
Yeah.
Captain Gantu from Lilo and Stitch. He really just wanted to build an army and take over the galaxy. Experiments.
I always thought of him as a black guy. I don't know why. I just
Cause he was.
he was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Captain Gantu was voiced by a black guy. I just can't think of his name. I'm about to Google it though. And act like I knew.
Captain Gantu.
I know who it is. I just can't think of his name off the tip of my goddamn tongue. Who the fuck played Captain Gantu? Shit, pull it up. Slow ass internet. Yeah, it's my fault.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
How the fuck did it pull up so fast for you and it's still loading?
Oh, I don't know.
And now it pulls up. So yeah.
Who also voiced the Joker? The first black man to voice the Joker.
I know he was in all I know is he was the same guy that was he was in Recess, he was in Clerks, he was in a lot of stuff. Teen Titans, Invader Zim, he did a lot of voices. Did he do the Joker?
Mm-hmm. And the Batman.
I didn't give a fuck about Batman series, so that's why I didn't know he did the Joker. I know he was the principal on American Dad. I know that much for a fact. Yeah, shit. He was like the Cree Summers of black men voice acting. Shit. That's the best way I can put it.
Cree Summers.
I feel like anything Cree Summers touch should turn to gold. Like automatically.
Literally.
It should. That voice is just so raspy and so heavenly. You know that voice from anywhere.
For real. For real.
Who the fuck? I don't know. I'm missing something. He played somebody that I can't think. And it's like the most. Goro. That's what it was. He did the voice of Goro in Mortal Kombat in like '95.
Oh, cool. Goro.
I don't know how I forgot that, but I did. But yeah.
Damn, dude. Oh shit. That's what's up, bro.
Yep.
Like, he voices everything, bro.
I ain't gonna say everything, but he does have a long ass catalog. He's probably one of the greatest black voice actors of all time. Top 5, probably. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All this villain talk, bro. I want to keep this going,
Yeah, man.
but we can't.
Damn. Like,
We can't. Shit. What about? So, what makes a good villain to you? Let's break that down. We should have led with that one. What makes a good villain?
let's see. The villain has to have good motives. If he doesn't have good he or she does not have good motives.
You like the Joker, so how can you say the Joker has not a single good motive?
Well, he's not the only supervillain I like. Like I said, I do like Doctor Doom. So,
Okay, one, he has the greatest motives of all time.
yeah, greatest motives of all time. And
I feel like you played that card to get me to not say nothing about the Joker.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's like I said, motives is what makes a great supervillain / supervillainess. And if that character does not have that, then it's not gonna make a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I would say good motives. So yeah, a lot of things.
Uh-huh. So you don't think a good villain needs a good hero?
It needs that too.
I don't think a good villain needs a good hero.
I mean, well,
I just want to bait you into it.
I mean,
I think a good hero needs a good villain,
yeah, that's.
but I don't think a good
opposite.
villain needs a good hero.
Because a villain is
A villain's gonna be a villain no matter what.
yeah.
A hero can't be a hero without a villain.
So yeah, it's just like peanut butter and chocolate or peanut butter and jelly.
Who the fuck eats peanut butter and chocolate?
I don't know, but it does go together though.
I don't even like Reese's cups.
I love them. They're good.
Okay. Weirdos.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, like, yeah. So
Peanut butter and chocolate.
peanut butter and chocolate, bro.
Okay, whatever. I don't even eat fucking. No. Horrible combination. Two things that should not have been mixed ever.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
So, you say motives.
Mm-hmm.
What about something? What about I don't know, something like backstory, origin story.
That's what definitely needs to make a a great supervillain is a backstory, how it starts off.
So you look at somebody like Freddy,
Mm-hmm.
whose backstory was, he was killed by the neighborhood, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So he became a demon to haunt their children and them.
Yes.
Then you look at somebody like Jason, who I honestly still to this day haven't figured out what his motives are or what his backstory is.
Because, like, I know his backstory. He was bullied and shit.
Yeah, he was bullied and then he was drowned. And
Yeah.
I don't know much past that. So I don't know, like, what his motives are, like, beyond that. Is he just there to, like...
He just wants to fucking kill people.
Is
That's
he
all.
just there to kill people because he was bullied at camp? Or...
Yeah, pretty much, he wants to just fuck with jockey.
Oh, his mom
Fucking
encouraged him to do it. Okay, so he was a mama's boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he kill his mom?
No.
Sure. Sounds like something very villainous to do. Okay. I don't give a fuck about Jason, by the way.
Damn. He's like, eh.
Really? He became a serial killer because he was picked on at camp.
Yeah. Yeah, he drowned.
Okay. How the fuck did he survive? Okay, whatever. Don't care. Look, man, I don't give a fuck about Jason. I never cared about those goddamn movies. Like, the Jason series should have ended, like, before they went to New York with that shit.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I don't even remember I don't even know the plot to that goddamn movie. Like, why the fuck was Jason in New York? But it shouldn't have happened.
No, for real. Like, what the fuck? They brought this nigga out to New York, bro. Like, come on. Man.
So I would say backstory would make a good villain. I would say something like you said, motives will make a good villain. Their moral compass. Because you look at somebody like Dr. Doom who never thinks he's wrong.
Exactly.
Or who sees like, there's really nothing I've done.
Who has a larger vision of something.
Exactly. Like, his vision just makes him not believe he's wrong. Like, there's nothing that he's done that he sees is wrong because... And it's been confirmed that the only way that humanity survives is under Dr. Doom's rule. I will ride that quote until the day I die.
Exactly.
This was quoted by a god.
Or like Apocalypse, survival of the fittest.
No, this was quoted by a god. A literal god said that the only way that humanity thrives and survives is under Doom's rule. I will ride that until the day I die. It hasn't been retconned. It hasn't been gone against. The literal, like, see, if y'all know the hierarchy and shit, then you would know, like, the Panther God is like, he's pretty up there.
Yeah,
So
boss.
when she says some shit, pretty sure boss is a female.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when she says some shit, you can take it for what she says or what she means. And the fact that Doom didn't play any tricks on her, he didn't have his armor on when she searched his soul.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have anything on. He literally stripped down and walked in and was like, hey, whatever, hey, I know I'm right. And she confirmed that shit. She looked into 14 million futures.
Mm-hmm.
And the only future that she saw where humanity survives, I don't want to see a better fucking motive than to do some. that right there just gave me confirmation to do whatever the fuck I want.
Literally. Like, Dr. Doom is like, I don't give a he's the type of, like, he's the I don't give a fuck type villain.
And
like,
he didn't even need
he fucks with that.
He didn't even need her validation. That's the fucked up thing about it. He wasn't looking for her approval. He just knew that getting her approval would have made shit a lot easier.
Yeah.
And he wanted the vibranium at that point, which made him probably the most powerful that he's ever been up until he became this long ass title that I'm not gonna say. So yeah, I would say motives and moral compass, because you can't be a villain and have a moral compass.
Literally.
You really can't. Like, the Joker has no moral compass, but he has no motives. So it kind of like makes him a horrible villain to me.
For real. Like,
Doom has a moral compass and he has motives. Sabretooth has a moral compass. He has motives.
Apocalypse has a moral compass.
Apocalypse has one, even though I hate him as a goddamn character.
Like, he's not bad.
I hate Apocalypse.
The first mutant ever born.
He's not the first mutant.
Who is?
He's not the first. It's not Apocalypse.
Who is?
Probably Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, Santa Claus is a mutant.
Damn.
You know that?
Yeah, I already knew it.
Oh.
I just think it's kind of funny because that Santa Claus is the first mutant.
Yeah. It ain't Apocalypse, though. Technically, it's Wolverine because they went back in time and they did some time travel shit. So technically, Wolverine's the one that invented beer. So, probably Wolverine. But I'd still give it to Santa Claus. Yeah, Santa Claus is probably the oldest mutant ever.
Dang.
There's no way around it.
Apocalypse, the black man, never gets it. he's Egyptian, man. He's a black man, bro.
He's not even Egyptian. He's goddamn, yeah, whatever. Yeah, he is Egyptian.
Yeah, he was born in Egypt.
I get it. He's Egyptian.
Yeah.
No. Even then, even take Santa Claus out of the equation, I don't think Apocalypse is still the second. I don't even think he's the second oldest mutant. I'm about to fact check this real quick. Hold up.
Before Christ.
I think Jesus Christ is a mutant, actually.
Jesus?
Yeah.
A supernatural being?
No, Jesus Christ is a mutant in Marvel.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ is a mutant. Shit. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't write this shit.
Oh my gosh. I wonder how the nativity story.
I don't even think they expanded much on the story just because they didn't want to touch on people's religion.
Yeah, true. That's crazy, man.
I'm really about to fact check this stuff. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think right now, because who the fuck? Okay, so even though Santa Claus is a mutant, he's not on the list, but he's definitely older than Apocalypse. But the oldest mutant is Selene Gallio. She's a vampire. I remember that story. Yeah, the vampire Selene. Which, I didn't think she was a mutant. I knew she was a vampire, but I didn't think she was a goddamn mutant.
You talking about the Black Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has the ability to, like, absorb, like, some people's life force.
I thought that was like her vampiric power.
Nah. She wasn't born a mutant. She was given the mutant X gene. So, yeah.
So I never thought she was a mutant. And then Saul. Okay, I can see that. Motherfucker's old as shit. And he beat the dog shit out of Apocalypse. I remember that comic.
How does a warrior like Apocalypse get his ass whooped, bro? That's
he
crazy.
got his ass beat by a table at one point.
Fuck.
Hold up, man. I know for a fact there's got to be somebody else older. There's got to be. Hold on.
I mean, Apocalypse was born in 3000 BC during Egypt's first dynasty, so.
Really? Was it BC?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's very ancient. This is like
10 oldest mutants in X-Men here. This is exactly what I'm about. This is exactly what I was looking for. I don't want to look through a slideshow, stupid. God damn it, I have to. All right, so blah. Not who I'm looking for. All right, I'm not watching this. We just gonna go with the list I said. Selene and Saul are the top two. I'm still saying Santa Claus though. Is number 3.
But was he born a mutant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Santa Claus.
It don't matter what he was born as. Selene wasn't born a mutant, and she was given the X gene.
Yeah, she was given the X gene.
As long as he's classified as a mutant.
Same.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm going with that. Yeah, let's go with this is a game that's pretty fun to play. If you could swap a villain with a hero, say if you could swap, for example, swap the Joker with Kingpin, who would you swap and why? And what do you think would happen if those villains swapped roles?
If I would swap Kingpin.
Kingpin for who?
Batman. I mean Joker.
Really?
Yeah.
I just came up with that off the top of my head. I didn't think you were gonna roll with it.
Because I thought you was asking me like, okay.
No, I'm asking you, who would you swap? I just gave Kingpin as an example.
Who would I swap? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I would swap. I would swap the Mandarin for Ra's al Ghul.
Really?
Yeah. From Iron Man.
I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
One, I think Stark would destroy Ra's, and Mandarin would slaughter Batman.
True. I mean,
That's not even fair. That's not even fair, bro. Like,
it's like Batman's not giving a fucking chance, and Ra's al Ghul is not giving a chance.
because Batman is. Ra's feels something for Batman. Not like, Ra's has some kind of connection to Batman to where he never really wants to kill the guy, but Mandarin won't really give a fuck. He'll kill him.
I mean, true. He'd be like, fuck it.
And then Ra's doesn't have the tech nor the knowledge to fuck with Stark at all.
True. He doesn't have that. He does not have that at all. I'm just gonna say it right now. He doesn't fucking have that.
I don't know how that would. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting swap, I guess. I could see Batman getting a hold of the rings before Mandarin does.
I mean, that would be interesting.
Or it'd be the Mandarin's 10 rings versus Batman and his Green Lantern ring that he has. Does he have a yellow ring also? Because I'm pretty sure he can instill fear in people.
Yeah, the Sinestro Corps Batman. Yes,
I think he can get a yellow ring. I think he does.
he actually did.
Yeah, I think he does have the access to one.
Yeah.
And okay, I think that's an interesting swap.
I mean,
That's a pretty decent swap.
because it's pretty cool.
I would swap Thanos for Darkseid. It sounds cliche, but I would do it.
True.
Just because I want to see how the Justice League handles somebody that really will kill them. Like Darkseid usually gives them a chance. But I
He
want to
does.
see what happens if Thanos gets that anti-life equation and does what the fuck he wants with it. Like, and gives nobody a chance like Darkseid does.
Literally snaps his fucking fingers and then like.
Because nobody
Fucking
on
does it away.
nobody on the Justice League is gonna think to play on Thanos' ego, like Stark does, or like basically anybody in it, like any genius in the Marvel universe does.
For real. especially because they ain't gonna know no knowledge of it.
And then I want to see the Avengers deal with a new guy. Like I want to see Thor versus goddamn Darkseid.
That would be fucking.
That's really what
interesting.
That's really why
I would love to see that.
That's really why I did this switch. I want to see Thor versus Darkseid.
That is so
like,
badass.
We've seen Thor do what no god has ever done.
True.
Now, how does he face off against a new god
Named Darkseid
of Apocalypse? How do you think that'll play out? Thor versus Darkseid.
He's like,
I think that'll be a cool ass fight. After the shit he pulled against Gore, I don't think nobody really can fuck with Thor if Thor really wanted to not be fucked with.
I mean, Thor is a freaking. He's a thunder god, dude. You know, what I'm
Half
saying?
Elder God, half Asgardian, part Frost Giant. Not even half then. Part Elder God, part Frost Giant, part Asgardian, part something else that I can't think of. He's basically the Ichigo of the 9 realms. That would be that'd be a nice ass fight. Thor going all out against Darkseid.
For real. I would love that. I would love to see that.
I'm gonna fucking post that fight later on.
Thor versus fucking Darkseid.
Yo, when Negro Lantern gets here, we're gonna lead with that next week.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I really want to hear his take on that one. I'm gonna write that shit down right now. Like that.
Thor versus Darkseid.
All out. You gotta
out,
throw
bro.
all out in there
All
because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Thor did this, Thor did that." Like, no, Thor doesn't even use a portion of his power.
He really doesn't. In fact, he can go days, probably months fighting.
He's done it
without getting tired or anything.
He's definitely done it.
He's done it 1,000 times.
So that Thanos and Darkseid switch would be cool.
Yeah, because you know Thor's
that,
not.
and I would love to see Thanos manhandle the dog shit out of Superman.
Superman. Oh my God, bro. Oh, like
Superman struggles with people with great
power,
strength.
just great, like everything. Just
what villain in Marvel has strength comparable to Thanos when he really shows out? Really, nobody.
Nobody really.
I mean, Juggernaut probably, yeah, but yeah, Juggernaut. Pound for pound, Juggernaut's probably physically the strongest person in Marvel. Pound for pound.
Yeah, he's unstoppable.
Pound for pound, the strongest person in Marvel.
He's unstoppable.
Physically, the strongest. I ain't gonna say the most powerful, but physically, he's pound for pound the most strongest. The strongest person in Marvel. I almost said the most strongest, but that's not.
Yeah, because I mean, he's been beaten by the Hulk, Colossus,
Bullshit.
Colossus.
Bullshit. He had to be written. Yeah, it has to be written out. He's really never lost to the Hulk 1-on-1. Like no amp and no amp. He hasn't lost at all. He technically beat World War Hulk. I mean, once you run away from the fight, you lose. So, in my books, he beat World War Hulk, and Hulk actually admitted that fighting him would take too much time.
Oh yeah, he did admit that. I totally forgot about that shit. Yeah.
I mean, Juggernaut choked out the Hulk before. The only time Hulk's ever won is if he was amped up by something, or if the X-Men jumped in.
X-Men.
Yeah, because the first time he won, the X-Men jumped in and had to hit him with some mind blasts. Second time he beat him was when he was amped up by Apocalypse. And shit.
I do remember reading a comic where he actually became the Horseman of Apocalypse.
Yeah, and that was like, that's an amp. I don't count that against Juggernaut because Juggernaut didn't have an amp. And then Juggernaut beat his ass in World War Hulk because Hulk ran like a little bitch. I will forever hold that. Let's see. Malik Turner says the Joker is an anarchist, so he's perfect for Batman. Yeah, but we switched him with the Mandarin, so now is he perfect for Iron Man? No, you switched race. You didn't switch Joker. Never mind. Scratch that. I'm sorry. Let's see. He also said Darkseid or his avatar. I'm talking Darkseid. True Darkseid versus an all-out Thor. As a matter of fact, to make this more interesting, True Darkseid versus... Which one is it? Which one? It depends on which one you consider more powerful. Rune King Thor or Old King Thor. I consider Rune King Thor the most powerful Thor. Some people consider Old King Thor the most powerful. But True Darkseid versus Rune King Thor or Old King Thor, who would actually win that fight? We're probably going to lead with that next week, but mainly because we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm sorry. I got tongue-tied. Because I'm thinking about this fight, and it's going to be a really good-ass fucking breakdown, and I'm going to spend like all week writing some shit to break down this fight. But
for real.
Next week, we're definitely leading with True Darkseid versus either Old King or Room King Thor. One of those two. I haven't decided yet. I'll talk with Negro Lantern. Me and him will probably figure out which one we're gonna do. See, Raven says, hi, where's the lantern? The lantern got stuck doing music. I can't say where. I can't say what kind of music, but he's stuck doing music somewhere that I can't disclose that location. And that's where he's at. It says Malik says Room King Thor versus Darkseid. Somebody should animate that. That would be amazing. It doesn't matter which one you do, Old King or Room King Thor. I think both of them will give Darkseid hands.
Literally. Talking about Thor here, you know what I'm saying? He's a warrior, you know? Norse mythology.
Room King is just...
Room King, you know?
Room King is just on a whole new level of power, though.
Literally.
And then Old King is just him plus the Odin Force.
Deadass.
There's no way Darkseid's stopping that.
Darkseid's not stopping that, bro.
We are 2 hours in and we have to end the podcast. I don't want to end it because I'm getting into this damn Thor and Darkseid shit.
Yes,
damn,
bro. Like,
shit. But let's see. Before we go, let's see who won this poll.
Yes.
I feel like Sony won, which means they lost.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, fuck Sony. Fuck Sony.
Let's see. Open this shit up. Yeah. Who's to blame for for Spider-Man leaving the MCU? Sony or Disney? Sony. Sony's to blame.
You people are fucking amazing.
Hey, y'all, it wasn't even close.
Literally.
It wasn't even close.
Like, literally. 0% for fucking Disney and 100% for fucking Sony. Like,
yo, I love y'all. Y'all
right,
are
for real, bro. Y'all are
like
really
the greatest
amazing.
people ever. Because I thought somebody would have voted fucking Disney,
bro. Like,
he's over there looking like these motherfuckers. But yeah, we at the 2 hour mark. I don't know what else to say, but thank you for watching Blerd Lines on Nerd Unpacked. Thank you for following us on YouTube. If you haven't, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I'm pretty sure I forgot something. I don't know yet. This isn't my part of the show. I need to get better at this. Thank you, Jansen, for coming on and taking over for Negro Lantern. Negro Lantern, I will see you next week when we do this Darkseid versus Thor fight. We're definitely doing this. I don't care what you say. You can go against it all you want, but we doing this one tomorrow at 7. I mean, not tomorrow. Next Tuesday at 7 p.m. We're actually gonna start getting better at being on time. We were on time today, so that's better. Usually we start like 10 minutes late, but every Tuesday 7 p.m. tune in. You will not be disappointed.
yes.
Like, this is just too much fun for me to do, and I want to keep going. But yeah, like I said, thank you, Jansen.
Hey, no problem, bro.
Negro Lantern, we miss
fun.
you. That's all I got to say. Admin Blade out. I need like an intro. I need like an outro song.
Yo! I'd like to thank y'all for joining me today, this evening. But I got a lot on my mind and I'd like to address it. So vibe with me. I feel like they've just awoken the beast. If I'm right, no more numbers asleep. Beats will snare to the beats. Hearts are marching the streets. Cores stored in the fleets. Nothing hard but the seats. How are we to succeed? We aren't allowed to breathe. Drowning without a cease. Seeing flesh compounded on peeps. We weaves increase to a cease. Many me's becoming extinct. Mother's birth ends as a lease. Fathers unravel the breach. We go through this without a choice. No King Malcolm's to spark our voice. They exclude to make fires moist. Only truth I'll exploit. In hopes I said something that's worth the quote. Lights finally come on. Your mind's running off of a boat. Look. Let's be more outspoken. A passion that starts open. Now I know that most of your palms closing, but please spread a wing and signal righteous motion. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, but hope I can live for the fight. Live for the fight. I just wanna make things better to the point things couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't return to life. Now I know that's easier said than done, ain't it? Such a beautiful people, they can't but burn hatred. I know it said the grass is greener on the other side, but even at such a height, you're only such a size. Tell me, would you tell a cat it ain't a cat king? Because it's got a patch and it ain't one color scheme. I tell a dog it can't go around wagging its tail, cause it ain't long enough, I have a fluffy curve. Those analogies for reality. Simple patterns when using human morality. I'm not trying to argue any a helping hand is impossible.